Hello there, a very good afternoon from the capital Jakarta, Indonesia. Welcome to our special programs. Happy Independence Day. Merdeka!
Merdeka! We're so very glad to be here with you today. It is very special day for all of us here in
Exactly.
Indonesia. I mean, it is our 81st anniversary.
That's right. If we say we are excited, no, we're not. We are ecstatic. 81st independence of our celebrations of our beautiful, beloved country. But for these programs, we're going to go around the globe talking to our extended hands of Indonesian governments. But first of all, I have the biggest question for my partner here, Luisa Kusnandar. Luisa, you look outrageously beautiful today.
All right, thank
Tell
you
us
so
what
much.
it's all about, please.
Terima kasih, Rahmat Idris.
My
I'm
pleasure.
wearing a traditional costume all the way from South Sulawesi, from Makassar, and it is actually famously called as baju bodo. And I love this. I mean, can you see? I mean, the color is just so striking, and along with the accessories, I mean, I feel like a princess.
You are a queen.
Indonesian
You
princess,
are a queen to us. And like you said, the vibrant color, you are shining like a golden sun.
Thank
So
you so much. Tell me
very
about
beautiful.
your traditional costume, though.
I am
My
feeling,
prince,
if you're
my
a
king.
if you're a queen, I am feeling princely. I am now very proud wearing the traditional attire of the ethnic from Simalungun, that is in North Sumatra. But however, at this point in time, we are extending our condolences for the recent earthquake happening in North Sumatra. Our prayers go with all of you, but we are very proud to represent your beautiful culture for the program this afternoon.
That's right. So, Rahmat Idris, can you please tell our audiences today what will be our agenda for the next 3 hours?
That's right. For the next 3 hours, we are going to be flying out from the capital Jakarta to many different destinations around the globe. We'll get a sense of how Independence Day is celebrated or is going to be celebrated, depending on time, wherever our representatives are. We'll be speaking to our ambassadors, our consul generals, and our friends and colleagues, diasporas around the globe. Where do we begin, Luisa?
All right. So, without further ado, to start our transition today from Indonesia to across the globe, we are going now to Los Angeles. We're having a live video transition to talk to the Consulate General for Republic Indonesia in Los Angeles. That is Bapak Purnomo Chandra. Hello. Good. All right. So it is
Good evening,
nighttime.
LA time.
Good evening.
Morning.
Yeah. Mr. Purnomo.
LA is already dark. Yeah.
Happy Independence Day,
Happy
sir.
Independence Day.
Merdeka.
Rahmat. Merdeka.
And we're loving the background there. It's actually red and white. Tell us more about it, Pak.
Yes. Yeah, this is, we are very fortunate here in Los Angeles. Since 3 years ago, the city of Los Angeles give us the honor to redden their the city, the city hall in Los Angeles. So since 3 years ago, the LA town hall become red and white and glowing in the night throughout until tomorrow morning. So I think this is the privilege is become ours. And become one of the tradition now for our consulate general in LA.
That looks absolutely beautiful, Mr. Consul General. Now, how's our Consul General this year preparing the celebrations of Indonesia's 81st Independence Day, sir?
Well, we have a large community here in Los Angeles. Uh, we have 5 states as part of our Los Angeles uh, what you call the proximity, and we have around 17,000 Indonesians living in that area. So they usually every month of August, they already start making the best tradition that almost the same like in Indonesia. They have preparing celebrations, games, traditional games included as well, foods, and also, of course, the flag ceremony. So this is something that has been traditionally and become the tradition as well in Los Angeles and even beyond the Los Angeles in 5 states until Hawaii.
To Hawaii, and of course, the flag hoisting ceremony and the flag lowering ceremony is
Yes.
one of the traditions that has been going on for decades and decades now. Tell us, Pak, what is like the important traditions in the celebration that is happening in LA now to celebrate the Independence Day?
The tradition,
Mm-hmm.
usually we are, we are gathering up, all of us in different states from California, Colorado, uh, and many states under our jurisdictions, and they celebrate making a tournament, sports tournament, art tournament. They play patriotic songs. They have you know like the marching throughout the city, bike march, rally, and everything. So this is something almost like in hometown.
Right. Mr. Consul Generals, we believe that at each and every celebrations of our Independence Day, our very own Indonesian cuisines is always integral, a central part of the celebration. Tell us what's on the table for this year's festivity.
I think the yellow rice is one of the biggest one for this celebration. Um, we don't have any what you call special like different from in Indonesia, but most of us is trying to make the real food that comes from their own places. Like people from Java, they make their own food, and people coming from Sulawesi, from North Sumatra, they have different kind of foods that presented during the celebration of our proclamation.
Well, Mr. Consulate General, it's so wonderful to hear all about your stories, especially for the Indonesians, the thousands of Indonesians living in Los Angeles to celebrate Indonesia's Independence Day. Now, before we let you go, last question. Do you have any message that you would like to convey for the Indonesians living overseas, in particular in Los Angeles?
Can I just present you something as well? This award we just received at the early of August. The Consul General of Indonesia in Los Angeles get the award from the governor of governor of California as the best representatives in the area of California. So this award could not be received without the help, the assistance, the participations of all Indonesians that lives in California and beyond. So if one thing that I can share, if wherever for all the Indonesian who lives outside Indonesia, a diaspora or not, if we work together, we can achieve something and we can achieve a great things for our country for the next to come.
All right, very
Thank you.
beautiful words there from Consul General of Indonesia in Los Angeles, Mr. Purnomo Archandra. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, sir. Thank you very much. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka!
Thank you. Merdeka.
It's Merdeka indeed. I mean, it's so great to see the City Hall light up in
I know, it's so
red and
beautiful.
white colors. I mean, it's amazing.
Very proud to be
Yeah.
there, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from Los Angeles, we're going to fly. That was a 20-hour something flight. We're going to fly just a little over 1 hour away from the capital, Jakarta,
Yes.
to our closest ally, closest friends, Malaysia. And we'll be speaking to the ambassador of Indonesia to Malaysia. His Excellency Raden Datuk Muhammad Iman Hasjarya Kusumo, joining us all the way from our embassy in Kuala Lumpur. Mr. Ambassador Raden Datuk, thank you very much for joining us today here in the program. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka!
Merdeka.
All right. So, Mr. Ambassador, can you care to share with us, first and foremost, how are the Indonesian embassy in Kuala Lumpur preparing to celebrate Indonesia's 81st anniversary? What has been going on there in Kuala Lumpur?
Right. Thank you so much, Luisa and Rahmat. Our embassy in Malaysia, especially in Kuala Lumpur, has been preparing for the celebration this past month. We have a various way of celebrating our 81st anniversary of Indonesian independence. We have sports competitions, we have social activities like blood donations, and we have also planning to have diplomatic receptions in September. So been quite busy. We've celebrated with the diaspora in Kuala Lumpur, and also with the local staff and the home staff of the embassy. So yes, the celebration is still ongoing. Today we have flag hoisting with students from the Indonesian school in Kuala Lumpur. It was a fantastic and very solemn ceremony. So, but everybody was very happy with, even though it's still hot, because it was we started at around 8 o'clock in the morning, and by the time we finished, it was already around 9:30, 9:45.
Ambassador Iman, as we know, our embassy in Malaysia is essentially the busiest embassy in the world for Indonesia, and you also have to take care of the biggest amount of Indonesia's diasporas in the world in Malaysia, over 2 million, we believe. So how's the sense of nationalism and patriotism can still be felt where you are right now on duty as the extended hands of our government?
Thank you once again. The nationality awareness is very vivid. We can see the patriotism and enthusiasm of Indonesian diaspora to join our ceremony. Unfortunately, we don't have the space to accommodate all of them, but we do take a few of diaspora that apply to join us. For example, today we have around 500 people for the ceremony. That consists of 200, almost 250 of our local staff, students, and also diaspora from various organizations that is present here in Malaysia. So all in all, there's about 500 personnel that was at the ceremony.
500 people is a big
It's
number.
still a lot for an embassy.
Of course. And I assume that, I mean, it's such a great celebration with a lot of things going on. Tell us more. how strong is the participation of the Indonesian citizens in the celebration? And of course, there will be Indonesian food, handicrafts, and local products during the event. What are the most popular attraction for the Indonesians celebrating in Kuala Lumpur?
Well, we have various outlets for the celebration, not mainly done by the embassy, but we have other activities as well. This past few weeks, we have festivals, music festivals. We have one very large, in fact, the largest music festival that is doing the rehearsal here in Malaysia. And we're planning to have the diplomatic reception in September. So there we will have Indonesian food, Indonesian products, and many more things. The most interesting part is during the sports event. When you ask about food, during sports event, we have people, or we have diaspora who join the activities. They come with potluck. And of course, you see a lot of things like bakwan, gorengan, rebusan. We have bakso. We even have cilok. So it makes you feel very home, very at home. And yeah, it's you can see and you can feel the closeness of everybody here.
Of course, I mean, yeah, of course, Cilok and Bakwan will definitely make the bond stronger amongst the Indonesian there.
You make us feel very hungry already, Mr. Ambassador. And of course, it's just a sense of homecoming for all diasporas in Malaysia to feel like they're back in Indonesia to be celebrating. Now, we have just one last question for you, Mr. Ambassador, for our conversations. 81 years old of our country, Mr. Ambassador. Tell us your hopes and expectations for our beloved nation.
I hope that the younger generations will always remember that we have struggled to gain our independence. So we hope that we can fill the future of Indonesia with a lot of creativity, with unity. So everybody needs to work together with the spirit of gotong royong. This is very important, especially if you want to achieve the unachievable. Once again, thank you so much for having us, and greetings from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Merdeka!
Happy Independence Day, Merdeka, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. And from Malaysia, we will now fly all the way now. We're going to go on a long flight now, Mas Idris.
Right.
In fact, we're going to Moscow. We have Mr. Ambassador, His Excellency Jose Tavares.
A very good afternoon from Jakarta, Indonesia, and a very good day to you, Mr. Jose Tavares. It's Rahmat Idris, sir. I spoke with you at the embassy in Moscow a couple of years back for a special dialogue. It is such a delight to see you again, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you for joining us from your beautiful embassy, of course.
Moscow.
Happy Independence Day. Merdeka!
Merdeka!
Merdeka, Merdeka.
And you are wearing such a beautiful traditional outfit right there. Can you please share with us, what are you wearing?
So this is Jas Tutu from South Sulawesi. This is from Bugis. So today everybody is wearing traditional costumes, colorful, reflecting the cultural diversity of Indonesia.
You look dashing, Mr. Ambassador. Sulawesi in the studio, Sulawesi in Moscow. Now, Mr. Ambassador, tell us what's the ambience like with the flag hoisting ceremony over the embassy of Moscow, and also the plan for the lowering later on in the day.
So flag hoisting ceremony obviously is the main event of the celebration that is participated by Indonesian community, diaspora, students, and the flag bearing troops from the students take selected from the students from various universities, mostly from Moscow because of the geographical proximity. So they have been training for the last few weeks, and of course today is the day. In about 30 minutes, we are going to have the flag hoisting ceremony.
All the best for that. And of course, we also want to ask you, during the Independence Day celebrations is also a very good opportunity to promote Indonesian products, especially all the way in Moscow and also for the businesses overseas there. Tell us more about this.
Well, first of all, I would like to I'd like to add that, of course, obviously today we are going to have a lot of celebrations, but most importantly, it is to remind ourselves of the struggle and the sacrifice of our founding fathers and the people of Indonesia. Don't forget the people of Indonesia. They have given ultimate sacrifice for the independence of Indonesia, and also to remind ourselves of our obligations and responsibilities to contribute to the advancement of Indonesia. So this is actually the crack of the issue. So we are here to celebrate, but also to reflect on ourselves. So today is not only a celebratory event, but we also have a job fair that is participated by companies from Russia as well as Indonesia. It is to connect the job seekers and the companies that are providing opportunities for jobs for our Indonesian community. So there are about 10 companies today that will be informing about their companies and the job opportunities available. We have here the name, for example, Rusal. It's a aluminum company that now even provided scholarship for our students already for bachelor degree and also vocational training for SMK that's already graduated to Indonesia. They have further training here in Russia, and the best ones will be selected and work for the Russian company here. So aluminum company here. And also there are also company from Indonesia called PT Tata Logam. He's looking for marketing staff to market their products here in Russia. So there is quite a few. Russian language school also will be looking for assistant of teachers of Russian language so that they can teach the future employers to be employed in various Russian companies here in Russia, as well as if they have investment in Indonesia, they can also work in Indonesia as well. So today, besides the celebratory event, we have a variety of Indonesian cuisine to make Indonesian community feel home, but also there is business aspects to it.
So big things are happening at the embassy, and all the spirits of festivity, and more importantly, to continue to strengthen our diplomacy with our Russian counterparts in that sense. Now, Mr. Ambassador, we are at the precipice of a grand success for our country, 81 years old of our nation. What are your deepest hope and expectation for our countries moving ahead, sir?
The deepest expectation is that, of course, our leaders of the two countries, Indonesia and Russia, has been working together. They have been promulgated umbrella agreements. We would expect that our Indonesian community here can take advantage of the wealth of knowledge, this technology, their knowledge in economy, in energy, so that we can contribute to Indonesia's advancement.
Right, and Mr. Ambassador, perhaps for our audiences today who has never been to Moscow, to Russia, I mean, I've never been there myself, would you like to introduce it once again, describe it for our audiences today?
Actually, Moscow is one of the metropolitan cities, about 14 million people. It is a very clean city. You freely can walk it relatively safety. Obviously, there is conflict that is going on, so you must be cautious. But in general, the city is secure. The people are, they are quite friendly. You can ask by Idris that has been here, experienced by himself, and I think it's one of the most beautiful city that I have ever been. In my career of about 38 years in the diplomatic career, and I move around many countries, I just admire that this city is unexpectedly one of the most beautiful cities that I've been.
I truly agree with everything you said there from my own first-hand accounts and experience, Mr. Ambassador. And one thing that struck me the most when I interviewed you a couple of years back at the embassy was the fact that you mentioned about the close relations of our founding father, the first president of Indonesia, President Sukarno, and the fact that this is Independence Day. It is a perfect time to look back in history, walk down the memory lane of how the first days of our republic, when it was first established, Mr. Ambassador, and how that close relation was linked with our Russian counterparts. Walk us through the historical aspect of Indonesian embassy over in Moscow when it comes to these close relations that has been nurtured by our founding father, Mr. Ambassador.
Well, the President Sukarno visited Russia at the time of Soviet Union, of course, for 4 times, and he has maintained close relations with Russia. It's a very historic relation with Russia. At the time, the Soviet Union, of course, assisted Indonesia in international fora in the fighting for the recognition of Indonesia's independence, and Russia at the United Nations supported Indonesia's independence very strongly, and also condemned the violations, the atrocities committed by the colonial power at the time against Indonesia. Despite the fact that they perhaps have a different reason for doing that, but they had helped us a lot in the fighting against colonialism. In fact, Russia, a scientist, has been already in Indonesia long before we declare our independence, but they are going there as scientists, as an explorer, not as occupier or colonizer. So these kind of ties exist, continue to exist, and people still remember President Sukarno as the founding father and the people who get the 2 nations close until today.
Well, the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to the Russian Federation, His Excellency Jose Tavares. It has been such a delight to speak with you again, sir. Thank you very much for making the time. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka!
Merdeka!
Well, thank you so much for that, yeah.
That was delightful, Luisa. Where do we go next? We have someone very special coming to greet us, right?
So let's see this short video right here.
And this is from the ambassador of the United States or rather Indonesian ambassador over in the United States of America, Indroyono Susilo, with his greeting of Independence Day. Take a look.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear TVRI world viewers, greeting from Washington DC, USA. To every Indonesian watching, on behalf of the Indonesian Embassy as well as the Indonesians in the US, I wish to extend my warmest wishes to all Indonesians celebrating the proclamation of our rights, freedom and independence by our founding fathers 81 years ago. Since that declaration, we have written our own story through struggle, through resilience and through unity. Building a nation with more than 17,500 islands is no easy task, but Indonesians are united in our endeavor to progress and ensure the prosperity of our people. As a result, Indonesia increasingly gets recognition in regional and global leadership as the world's fourth most populous nation and the third largest democracy with a strong economic growth. Dear viewers, for 77 years, Indonesia and the United States have worked as partners, sharing a belief in democracy, innovation, and global cooperation. In November 2023, we elevated our ties to an Indonesia-US Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, a foundation for even closer cooperation in crucial areas such as trade and investment, energy, critical minerals, and security. I strongly believe that by working together, Indonesia and the US can address current and future challenges. This is the future I hope we continue to build together, one where prosperity is not a promise, but a shared reality for both the Indonesian and American people. Dear viewers, the Indonesian Embassy in Washington, D.C. welcomed the month of August with overflowing enthusiasm and celebrate the Independence Day. We will hold a solemn Independence Day ceremony at the Ambassador Residence in Tilden Street at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, attended by Indonesian and diaspora living around Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. And we are not alone in this. Across the country, our Indonesian consulate generals in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, and San Francisco are also holding their own ceremonies and festivities today, bringing Indonesian communities together from U.S. coast to coast. This celebration is more than just an event. It's a chance for our community to get together, to reconnect with another, to share joy, and to stay connected to our roots as Indonesian, wherever we may be in the world. Once again, I sincerely wish that the 81st commemoration of our independence will strengthen our shared commitment to building a future that ensures the welfare, dignity, and prosperity of the Indonesian people at home and abroad. Selamat Hari Ulang Tahun Kemerdekaan Republik Indonesia ke-81. Mari bersama wujudkan Indonesia berdaulat, adil, dan makmur. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
All right, thank you very much, His Excellency Indroyono Susilo, Indonesian Ambassador to the United States, for the beautiful message. Where are we flying to next, Louisa?
We are flying now to Bangkok, one of my favorite countries in the world.
One of our favorite destinations.
That's right. I mean, I just love visiting Bangkok.
Exactly.
I mean, like the heat is pretty much like Indonesia, but then the cuisine is
the food, the culture, places to be and places to visit.
Yeah. So right now we are going to Bangkok.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to His Excellency Hari Prabowo. Mr. Ambassador, hello.
Hello, Mbak Luisa and Pak Idris, how are you?
Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Ambassador. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka!
Happy Independence Day. Greetings from Bangkok. Sawadee Krap. Merdeka.
Sawadee Krap. Well, Mr. Ambassador, walk us through the festivity, or rather the solemn ceremony of the flag hoisting ceremony this morning over in Bangkok Embassy.
Well, as you understand, the flag hoisting ceremony, of course, the most important part of the series of events that we've been having to commemorate Indonesia's independence. And early this morning, we had a solemn, but at the same time, a very joyful, very cheerful commemoration at the Indonesian Embassy. More than 500 people attended, both Indonesian diaspora as well as the Thai community as well come together to celebrate with us. For instance, the Royal Thai Army Orchestra took part in the flag hoisting ceremony. and they did wonderful job in their rendition of Indonesia Raya and Tanah Airku. It was also attended not only by the embassy official, of course, and the Indonesian communities in Bangkok, but also by a number of Indonesian tourists who happen to be in Bangkok today. So it was a very commemorative event that brings us together.
Mr. Ambassador, we were seeing plenty of photos and videos of the fun that you've had today. A lot of, we have the flag hoisting ceremony, of course, and then there are a few sports events. But do tell us, what about the food, the cuisine? I mean, like, Thai food is amazing, and I can't just wow, I mean, like, if you have Thai food and Indonesian food at the
Maybe
same
competing
place,
with each other.
people will love it. Tell us, how was it like today?
Well, Thai food is amazing, of course, but during this Independence Day, we want to showcase Indonesian food. So, for instance, the most famous one today was pempek. We also had a nasi tumpeng cutting commemoration, as well as red and white rice. So nasi goreng merah as well as nasi uduk that blend together to symbolizes our flag. Later this week, on the 20th, we will also be hosting a diplomatic reception for Thai governments as well as the diplomatic community in Bangkok. And we will be presenting a number of Indonesian cuisine as well as Thai cuisine. So yeah, it's been a busy but at the same time very productive and very fun month.
Mr. Ambassador, as you mentioned earlier, that there's going to be a much anticipated diplomatic receptions, as always the case with Indonesian embassies all around the globe, and in particular with our representatives in Thailand. How is this particular event and festivity become an avenue to further strengthen our agenda of diplomacy with Thailand, Mr. Ambassador?
Well, this year's diplomatic reception will be very special because, as we understand, earlier this month, on the 3rd and 4th of August, Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul, the Prime Minister of Thailand, paid an official visit to Indonesia. And during that visit, both leaders, the Prime Minister as well as President Prabowo Subianto, launched the roadmap of Indonesia-Thailand strategic partnership. So this year marks the start of the implementation of the strategic partnership, and it opens plenty of opportunities. It has set a very ambitious target for trade, investment, tourism, education, even cooperation in sectors like halal ecosystem. So the reception will try to showcase that by bringing together all stakeholders in Thailand so that they can better understand Indonesia, our culture, our potentials, and many areas of cooperation that can be further strengthened. As part of the reception, for instance, there will be a photo exhibition, there will be a flag color guard procession, and there will be a number of cultural performances as well.
Well, it's so great to hear that there are so many projects that is currently undergoing to make this relationship between Indonesia and Thailand stronger than ever before. Mr. Ambassador, last question. Would you like to share some of your hopes and messages for the Indonesians living overseas?
Well, I hope and I do believe that every Indonesian, wherever they live, will stand proud as Indonesians. And Indonesian communities overseas will help each other, support each other, take care of each other, and of course, will make sure that the red and white flag stands proud in whatever we do, that we contribute to the communities that we live, but also we contribute to Indonesia.
Ambassador, thank you very much for sharing with us your spirits of independence and all the stories from Thailand. His Excellency Hari Prabowo, the Ambassador of Indonesia to Thailand. Thank you very much.
ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you. Terima
Happy
kasih.
Independence
Khop
Day.
khun krab. Merdeka.
Merdeka.
That was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. And from saying sawadika,
We
in-
say
in Thai,
another words and greetings in Japanese.
Japanese. So now do we
Your
go,
another hometown?
good evening, konbawa,
Konbanwa.
ramen,
Okay,
sushi.
that's a lot of words. But let's just go and say Ohayo gozaimasu and a very
gozaimasu.
good day to our ambassador of Indonesia to Japan. Joining us now, Her Excellency Nurmala Kartini Panjaitan Shahrir. A very good day to you, Madam Ambassador. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka.
Happy Independence Day too for you. Ini Ibu Luisa and Pak Idris. Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
We are
for our
very happy
time.
to see
Yes.
you, Madam Ambassador. What a delight. Tell us about the sense of joy and the spirit of togetherness that we share over the embassy in Tokyo for this Independence Day celebration, Madam Ambassador.
We have a plenty of joy today. Yeah. And we started is quite early in the morning, like 7:30, due to the weather. We avoid the hot weather because it's summer in Tokyo. It's very hot. So, but we are lucky that the weather is quite mild, and it is, even though that our celebration, our ceremony is something simple, but it is something enjoyable. Attended by, at least I think, almost the same as Bangkok and Malaysia is 500. Even though the Indonesian who lives around Greater Tokyo is 60,000 people, but we communicate and collaborate with them, and they do the same thing, celebrate in their own workplace, in their own prefectura.
Well, Madam Ambassador, Japan is always known for being very unique and always giving, an extra something to celebrations. Tell us what pops out for the Independence Day celebration this year in Tokyo.
This year, as I mentioned it to you, that is, even though it is a simple, but that's a lot of joy there. Of course, for the Japanese, Indonesia has always have a special place, in their heart. So our celebration also attended by them, some of them, because today is a work day. It is not a holiday in Japan. Yeah, if it is a holiday, we can expect probably 1,000 or 2,000 people to come. Yeah. But no matter what, we really, have a lot of fun. We have a lot of games, dancing, singing, kind like that. And of course, food. The Japanese love Indonesian food. Yeah. So for them, Indonesian spicy Indonesian food is something for the Japanese. And knowing that our relationship with Japan, is almost 70 years old, 2 years from now, so that we are familiar to each other. And I think we all know that Japan is the favorite destination for the Indonesia. Over than 680,000 Indonesia comes for holiday to Japan every year, and the number will increase significantly, I think, for a year to come.
So Japanese food, Madam Ambassador, is exquisite, but so is Indonesian food. We are equally proud of that to be displayed over at
That's
Embassy
for sure.
in Tokyo. Now,
Yes.
Madam Ambassador, the Independence Day celebration this year, has it also become an opportunity for our representatives over in Japan to further introduce all of the producers, all of the products, all of the business opportunities that Indonesian counterparts can provide to our Japanese partners, Madam Ambassador?
Yes, of course, and especially when the visit of our president last March, You see that the meeting of the President Prabowo with Prime Minister Sanai Takeichi, that's for sure. We would like to strengthen our collaboration and our relationship in business and in trading, in culture, including P2P contact between Indonesia and Japan. Yeah, we already knew that the Japan investment in Indonesia, yeah, is quite big though. Yeah, it's number 5, I believe. Yeah, that Japan investment to Indonesia, and we would like to make it more, and especially in the area of energy, in the area of semiconductor, green economy, blue economy, you name it, because knowing that Indonesia and Japan have similarity, we are the same as the archipelago country, even though Indonesia is the largest one. We have to be proud about that. And what makes it more important is Indonesia have more natural resources in which Japan needs, but at the same time, we need also from Japan is the transfer of technology and transfer of knowledge from them.
Ambassador, we're seeing in the video right
Yeah,
now.
that was a lot of fun.
That's
All the
like
games.
That's such a cute game. I mean, in Indonesia, we're very comfortable with just playing soccer or perhaps playing badminton. But right there in the video, we're seeing people holding a cloth.
Oily palm climbing thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the batik cloth
Yeah,
there.
that's
just
an
getting for a ball.
interesting game right there.
Tell us about the games that are being in competition for the celebration, Madam Ambassador.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All
Madam
right.
Ambassador, can you hear us?
All right. So, all right, Madam Ambassador. Yeah, it's okay. You're
Oh,
still.
that's the activity of the children.
Yes.
Whoa, that's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we're
children
seeing
are
on the
very
screen.
creative, you know. Yeah, even though you can mention 10 games for them, they will come with 20 games. Yeah. So that's all the children everywhere, including here in Tokyo. So, but they have a lot of fun. They sing, they have a games, yeah, and it's more to come, yeah, from them. And we are very happy. We have an Sekolah Indonesia Tokyo, which 180 students that we do have, and they actively participate for the ceremony of Independence Day this morning.
Well, that's so wonderful, and we can see there that they're having a lot of fun. Just a last light question for you, Madam Ambassador. You mentioned a bit about tourism, about, it's still blowing up. People really love Japan, the food, and we hear a lot of people going to Tokyo. But perhaps for our audiences watching today, is there any other cities, based on your experience in Japan, that you would like to recommend for people planning to travel to Japan in the near future?
Settle. Yeah, I think that's considering the policy of Japan on migration, working migration. We strongly advise that all the people who comes to study, who come to work, or who wants to live in Japan, first of all, they have to understand the basic language of Japan, so to help them to communicate. The second one is to understand the culture of Japan. Yeah. Why do they need it? Yeah. Because to make them easy to understand, Japan has their own system, their own habit. Japan is it's very clean, the cleanest country in the world, I believe. And Japan also for them, yeah, it's Japan is queuing discipline, yeah. That's something we can learn from them. Okay, we do have it, but we need to practice it more and more. Yeah, that is about what we have to learn from Japan. And one more thing that I would like to emphasize here. actually for Indonesia, it's easy to be adaptive to the Japanese culture. Why? Because our collective ideology is pluralism, and we get used to the different. And wherever we go, which country we come, it's easy for us to understand, to digest, to munch the new culture, even though it's very different for us, because we have the level of tolerance is quite high. It's our DNA. We must be very proud of that. Yeah, never forget that. So wherever we go, when and which country, we will survive.
All right, Madam Ambassador, thank you very much for sharing with us those beautiful stories and messages from Tokyo, Japan. Her Excellency Nurmala Kartini Panjaitan Shahrir, Ambassador of Indonesia to Japan. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimashita.
Arigato gozaimashita.
Happy Independence Day.
Thank you very
Merdeka.
much. Arigato gozaimasu.
Merdeka. That was excellent.
I miss Japan already by just speaking to her. And from Japan, we do have yet another great destinations to visit throughout the program. Next up, we are heading to a distant, dreamy destinations over in Europe, and that is Bratislava, visiting our embassy there. And joining us this morning, Jakarta time, is His Excellency Heru Singgi, the Ambassador of Indonesia to Slovakia. A very good afternoon, Jakarta time. Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much for joining us. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka.
Merdeka, Happy Independence Day. Terima kasih. Ini selamat pagi, Dobry Gen dari Bratislava.
Mr. Ambassador.
Is that how you say hello?
Sudah malam.
That's good morning.
Good
actually.
morning.
Good afternoon.
Di Jakarta.
All right, so Mr. Ambassador, tell us how is the celebration like all the way in Bratislava for the Indonesians living there?
This morning we're about to do the flag hoisting actually in a couple of minutes. But we do have several events earlier since July, and we have this Nusantara market, which is like Indonesian bazaar. It's attended by around 1,000 visitors, and we obviously we have the Indonesian food and culture and art and craft activities, and also batik and performance, especially dance, tarian, and also the pencak silat. And surprisingly, the local Slovakian residents actually, many of them coming, and they very open-minded and tried Indonesian food, and the most beautiful scene is actually they're talking to all Indonesian, telling stories and describe about the food, and learning about the Indonesian, like very diverse, and I think this is one of the activity that opportunity for us to present the best face of Indonesia to the people of Slovakia, and it's very interesting.
Very interesting indeed. Ambassador Heru, I wonder, because Slovakia for us here in Jakarta seems like a very distant destination, so far away. Walk us through how many statistics of our Indonesian diaspora residing in Slovakia, and in particular at the capital Bratislava at the moment. What do they do, and how are they connecting with the local people and celebrating with you for this occasion, sir?
Well, at the moment we have the approximately around 1,900 Indonesian living in Slovakia, and most of them are mobility workers. But because it's not quite big in Slovakia, but I mean they live in different regions, which is probably take. Some of them live about far away, like maybe 3 hours travel. But the closest, they really participate with the a lot of events in Indonesia and an embassy. And I think they really eager to bringing their Slovak friends also to join to some of the Indonesian event. And mostly because today it's not a public holiday. Then again, maybe it's a bit effort for them to come to Bratislava. But so far we have around maybe 150 registered to join our event with the hoisting flag this morning.
Well, Mr. Ambassador, you mentioned just now that there will be a Nusantara market. Can you tell us where the theme comes from and what will be offered during this event? How will this event introduce Indonesia more to the people living there, especially for the Slovakians?
The Nusantara market actually is done in the 25th of July, so it's already done. And as I mentioned earlier, we have around 1,000 visitors. And interestingly, there's also many vendors or suppliers that comes outside the Bratislava, which is from also from German and also from the Budapest. And surprisingly, also there's a lot of locals, and it's many comes around the Bratislava area, and yeah, they very open to try Indonesian food, even though maybe they're not too familiar. Yeah, maybe the spices and because totally different food in Europe, but they're willing to try. They talk to us. Coffee, especially coffee, they love Indonesian coffees, and also they participate in batik, and also many children activities, and also participate in the batik. And the performance, they're just in front of the stage and watching all the performance. I mean, this is the best way, I think, to introduce Indonesia to Slovak people, and because they're willing to strengthen also the friendship. I think that's our duty as Indonesian to promote the Indonesian culture, and especially the warmth and from our people.
Well, it sounds like a fascinating festival over to attend for the locals, more importantly. Now, Mr. Ambassador, we have just one last question for you for our conversations today. 81 years old of our country, sir, what are your deepest hopes for the coming future for us and the Republic?
I think my message is very simple. We have to carry Indonesia with confidence, humility, and integrity. And as President Prabowo's message in the state address, that always reminds us that sovereignty and prosperity, I think, require the contribution of the citizens. And wherever we are, and we can contribute through, of course, honest work, professionalism, and service, and respect for others. And also, I would like to convey our thoughts and prayer with our brothers and sisters in Nusa Tenggara Timur who have been affected by the recent earthquake. And we extend our deepest condolences and of the family who lost their loved ones, and our prayers for those who injured. I mean, this reminds also the Independence Day is all about the solidarity and caring for one and another in difficult moments. And so I guess wherever we are, let us continue to contribute, support one another, and present the best face of Indonesia to the world. Dirgahayu Republik Indonesia. Merdeka!
Merdeka!
Very beautiful message there, Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Slovak Republic. His Excellency Heru Singgi, thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, for your time.
Thank you so much.
Pak Rahmat Idris dan Ibu Luisa Kusnandar.
And happy Independence Day once again to you. Thank you.
Wow, sounds very exciting to be there. I hope we can get to Slovak one day, right? Bratislava is calling.
To Slovakia, or perhaps to this next destination, Mas
To
Idris,
this next
because
one.
this destination has been so viral lately.
Right, and the name is beautiful. It's called Astana, and every single year Mr. Ambassador has always made his time for us. So it is such a
Oh.
delight to greet him again this year. His Excellency Muhammad Fajrul Rahman, the Ambassador of Indonesia to Kazakhstan. A very good afternoon from Jakarta, Ambassador Fajrul.
Yes.
Oh, look
Wow.
at you. Very dashing in
Rahman and
the...
Luisa also. How about Jakarta? Merdeka.
Merdeka! Oh,
sir.
I love that. I love the spirit.
Merdeka.
And
Yes, thank
you
you very
look
much.
absolutely gorgeous in that
Indonesian
outfit.
Embassy in Astana, Kazakhstan. We have just, what is it? We get the flag ceremony this morning.
Ah, all right.
Tell us
Okay.
more about it, Mr. Ambassador.
Well, yes, it is about 100, what is it, guests, Indonesia and the friend of Indonesia in Kazakhstan and also from Tajikistan. They are coming and also from ASEAN. The ambassador from ASEAN also come to our flag ceremony because we are celebrating also the, what is it, 59th ASEAN Day. So it is today we are celebrating also ASEAN Day. And next week on the, what is it, on the 22nd, on Saturday, 22nd of August, we will have summer, ASEAN Summer Festival also, coinciding with our celebration of Indonesian Day in Astana, Kazakhstan.
So many celebrations there, and you seem very busy. No.
Celebration, and today so many traditional games also, including karaoke.
Oh.
That is the event.
So when we're talking about
Yes.
karaoke, what songs are we talking about?
Indonesian song, always Indonesian song, but majority are dangdut, dangdut songs.
I love this.
In Kazakhstan.
That is going to be
Because today
festive.
is call it the Selamatan Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Selamatan is like the blessing day for the Indonesian Independent Day. And we are stating today also what we call it, Tahun Kunjungan Indonesia Kazakhstan 2026-2027. It is like the visit years Indonesia and Kazakhstan because on the 9th of July 2026, Indonesia grant visa free
Yes.
to
Oh.
Kazakhstani, from Kazakhstani to Indonesia.
Yeah, I heard that. I think it was from
Yeah,
July or
because last
something.
year 25,000 Kazakhstani went to Indonesia, majority to Bali, but hopefully after Kazakhstan, Indonesia grant visa free to Indonesia, and then hopefully 50,000 tourists or visitors from Kazakhstan will go to Indonesia. So why today also we stated the Tahun Kunjungan Indonesia Kazakhstan 2026-2027. That is we are very happy on it. So today it is not only the celebration, but it is today also we celebrate our achievement, including the visa-free, bebas visa kunjungan, visa-free grant from Indonesia.
That's wonderful
That
news.
is incredible. Amazing milestone in our diplomacy with Kazakhstan, Mr. Ambassador. But Luisa and Mr. Ambassador, I would like to take a very brief moment to express my admiration to your traditional attire today. I mean, it beats everything we've seen today. Tell us what you are wearing today and the inspiration behind it, sir.
Yes, this is West Sumatra, yeah. West Sumatra attire. I think this is Melayu tradition and Melayu tradition custom. All of us today, more than 100 Indonesian citizens here in Kazakhstan, we celebrate Indonesian Day at Indonesian Embassy in Astana, and all of us use traditional attires. And then after that, there is a competition also for, we call it traditional fashion day celebrating.
That sounds very festive. Now, Mr. Fajrul, if you can share with us more about Kazakhstan, picture it for us, describe it for us.
Astana, it sounds majestic to me.
Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan is not so far from Indonesia. It is only 7,500 kilometers.
Ooh.
Very, very far.
Yes, moreover, if you go from Jakarta, because there is a direct flight only from Kuala Lumpur to Almaty, and from Jakarta only 2 hours, and from to Kuala Lumpur, and from Kuala Lumpur to Almaty, the former capital city of Kazakhstan, only 7.5 hours. So less than 10 hours, you could go to Kazakhstan now. Kazakhstan now it's very famous for Indonesia. Last year, 2025, 5,000 Indonesians went to Kazakhstan as to visit Almaty, because in Indonesia there is no snow, but here snow about 5 months here in Kazakhstan. 5 months winter in Kazakhstan. So Indonesia love winter, I think, in Kazakhstan. And from here, from Kazakhstan, 25,000 Kazakhstani went to Indonesia last year. Hopefully this year, it is about 50,000 Kazakhstani will go to Indonesia, because Indonesia grant visa free to Bali, to all over Indonesia.
Mr. Ambassador, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
but it's been said that Astana has been established as the coldest capital in the world, reaching -40 at a certain time of the year. And you once joined us during a conversation when you said it's outside -30 right now. So tell us what to
Oh.
prepare when we want to come and visit Astana,
Yes,
sir.
according to the statistic, Kazakhstan is the second coldest capital city in the world.
Okay.
The first
I
is
stand corrected.
Ulaanbaatar, and the second is Kazakhstan, minus 40, minus 40 degrees
-40.
Celsius here
Oh,
in
wow.
December and in January. But sometimes if there is a strong wind, and you could feel like minus 50. So the second
-50.
coldest capital city in the world, and the third is maybe Canada, yeah, Toronto. Maybe
Toronto is also very cold, but I
Yeah.
did
So
not
it is
know that it's
okay.
gonna get
I've
that
been
cold.
living here 5 years, and
Wow.
I'm okay. I'm surviving.
Mr. Fajrul, you are a very, very strong man.
He's a survivor.
for living there. You're a fighter.
Because here we eat horse meat.
All right. So does it make you feel
Horse
warmer?
meat.
Now,
So it is okay.
All right. So,
So
Mr.
Anton, thank you very much. Merdeka Dirhaya Republik Indonesia ke-81. Thank you very much for TPRI for interviewing us, and then salam Merdeka from Astana, Kazakhstan.
Merdeka!
Merdeka!
And it's so wonderful to
Merdeka.
talk with you. That's great.
And we express our appreciations for your time again. His Excellency Muhammad Fajrul Rahman, the Indonesian ambassador to Kazakhstan, for such a joyous conversations and the fact that the sense of nationalism and patriotism is celebrated no matter where you are, and it's especially stronger when you are outside of Indonesia, connecting with fellow diasporas around the globe. That's just heartwarming to see, Luisa.
It's true.
And
It
you've
is-
been within that community for certain parts of your lives as well, so you're familiar with the feeling.
Yeah, it is true that what you said just now, Idris, sometimes the further you are away from your home country, the more you miss
the longing is
it.
stronger.
The longing, especially for the nice weather here,
Yeah.
the people here.
Food.
I mean, Indonesian people are the kindest people in the world, and we just love Indonesia for that. So now we are going to another country. We are going to the Vatican, where we will talk with His Excellency Michael Trias Kuncahyono, Ambassador of Republic Indonesia for the Vatican.
City, yeah?
Hello.
Very good afternoon, Jakarta time to you, Mr. Ambassador, Ambassador Michael. Thank you for making the time for us. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka.
So
Good morning.
So how are you today, Mr. Ambassador? What's the mood like over in the Vatican City for the celebrations of Indonesia's independence?
I think today is very interesting, that so many Indonesian people gather in an embassy, police embassy in Vatican now. So it is 500, 400, 500 Indonesian people now in Holy See and embassy complex now.
Michael, tell us what were the preparations like and what is the event happening for the Independence Day celebration there in the Vatican City?
Yeah, we have preparing for this celebrations in June, and our embassy hosts the Independence Day celebration every 2 years, taking turn with the Indonesian embassy in Rome. We are especially excited and we are prepared. All staff from Indonesian embassy and Holy See take part in preparation this celebration today. We together with defense attaché in Rome embassy, we train the flag hoisting troop and decorated the embassy with red and white flags and pennants. We also prepare Indonesian food, of course, and drink from Indonesia and Italy, who makes the taste of Indonesia.
Right, Ambassador Michael, we believe that being an ambassador at the Holy City of Vatican City is something of an outstanding, especially, I don't know how to put it in words, but being in Vatican alone brings goosebumps to you who haven't, to all of us who haven't been there. So what is it like to establish and to nurture these relations with the Holy City on behalf of Indonesian people, sir?
Yes, I think, yes, it is very unique. You know that Holy See recognized independence of Indonesia 2 years after Indonesia independence on July 1947. It's been 2 years after we are independent. Holy See recognized Indonesia and sent apostolic delegation apostolic to Indonesia, to Jakarta at the time. So Holy See is the first country in Europe who recognized independence of Indonesia. And I think this is very important for Indonesia. It is very important for people of Indonesia that the position of Holy See. And now we have so many Indonesian in Italy and in Holy See now.
Right.
Right, we are seeing a lot of pictures there in our visuals. We see tumbang.
Yeah, it looks like a great festivity there. People on the stage performing. Tell us what it's all about, Mr. Ambassador.
Yes, we prepare so many foods, Indonesian food, First of all, I want to tell you that now in Italy, especially in Holy See, we have 1,876 priests and nuns here. Our citizenship is priests and nuns. Especially nuns, we have 1,601 sisters in all in Italy. And now, I think 500 of them attended the celebration today. And as you asked me, that we prepare so many food from Indonesian, because, so many people enjoy food to miss from home. That we prepare also what they have to call the nasi tumpeng, nasi tumpeng, as you said in screen.
Yeah. So instead of risotto.
Pasta. Risotto, yeah. We prepare risotto also, nasi tumpeng, risotto, bakso. It is a favorite food, I think,
that's
bakso. So many people want to taste bakso,
So
they just about taste, but this is remembering to a story in Indonesia. It's a eat bakso. Every people waiting bakso is attending the event in Indonesia. And then bakmi, mie goreng, something like that, and so many food, and bakwan, and then kacang godok, something like that. So many
There's
Indonesian
even kacang godok and
well, kacang godok. Yeah.
That's all sound.
Kacang godok and what? Sorry.
Yeah, that's all
Sorry?
sound very delicious and very inviting, Mr. Ambassador. And we also got to see some performances on the stage. We believe people performing some of the traditions, if not songs or dances, just a way to infuse culture into the way we celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, that's majority sister here from Eastern Indonesia. So we will enjoy the song and dances from Eastern Indonesia. You know, that's something like what is called ikan naik di pantai, sajojo, something like that. So
Oh,
many.
Sajojo,
And then
fun.
they will dance it. Yeah. So Jojo, they're preparing all. They will dance Sajojo and then well, so many song and dance from Flores and then and Tete Timor.
Just lastly, Mr. Ambassador, before we close our time with you, your hopes and message for 81 years of Indonesia's independence, please.
Yeah, this is. I think it is important for we in Italy and Indonesia. I hope that always we will carry in spirit of Indonesia wherever we go and whatever we can become, with a student, professional, or member of religious community. Living far from home, I think that does not mean being far from our identity, culture, or another. On this 81st anniversary of Indonesia independence, I think let us continue to strengthen our unity, gotong royong, and contribute positively at whatever we are while proudly carrying the name of Indonesia. I think it is very important for every people in wherever, especially in Italy, very special and Odyssey.
Thank you so much, His Excellency Michael Trias Kuncahyono. Once again, happy Independence Day and
Merdeka!
Happy Independence Day to all Indonesia, wherever you might be. Merdeka!
Merdeka indeed. And those are very, very important message that he just passed on right there, that unity is Indonesia. And also, you know, we have thousands of islands. That's why we need to prioritize having unity and also gotong royong to make our country a better place for the future.
And we are truly proud of our harmony in diversity amidst all of these differences of ethnics and religions and just
Bhinneka Tunggal Ika.
backgrounds. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, that is indeed. And now we have a very special message from the Ambassador of Indonesia to Brazil, His Excellency Andika Krishna Yudanto, who, Luisa, is actually the spouse of our dear and beloved, used to be spokesperson here for TV Our World, Ms. Safia Muhibat, that's her spouse. So I hope if you're watching here from Brazil, you are truly missed here in the studio of TV Our World. Let's hear all the good words from Ambassador of Brazil, of Indonesia, from Indonesia.
Good afternoon from Brazil. To our TVRE audience in Indonesia and around the world, my name is Andika Krishnaidanto. I'm the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to the Federative Republic of Brazil. I greet you from Brasilia, the capital. First, allow me to say, Dirgahayu Republik Indonesia, happy 81st Independence Day. This year, our national theme is Indonesia Berdaulat, Adil dan Makmur, a sovereign, just, and prosperous Indonesia. For us here at the embassy, that theme is a compass. It points exactly what we are building with Brazil. Indonesia and Brazil today enjoy a relationship stronger than ever. Last October, President Prabowo Subianto welcomed President Lula in Jakarta. It was a reciprocal state visit, following President Prabowo's own visit to Brasilia in July 2025. Anyone who watched those meetings could see it. The warmth between the two leaders was real. President Prabowo put it simply. He said, and I quote, "Our state visit is proof that the friendship between our two countries is growing closer." He also reminded us of our combined weight in the world, and I must quote on this, "We are both emerging economic powers. Our two countries account for 500 million people, two members of BRICS, and now negotiations toward the Indonesia-Mercosur Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement That agreement would open a highway for trade, not only for Brazil, but also with Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay as well. The momentum is already visible. This month, Danantara Indonesia announced a strategic partnership with JBS, the world's leading protein producer, a $2.5 billion equity investment with the capacity to scale to $5 billion. Subject, of course, to regulatory approval, it will accelerate Indonesia's protein sector and expand our reach across Southeast Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Every one of these partnerships serves one purpose: an Indonesia that is sound, prosperous, and thriving. Now let me show you how we celebrate. Here at KBRI Brasilia, we honor these milestones the way Indonesians everywhere do. We come together on the 14th and 15th of August. We held Olahraga Bersama and Lomba 17. Then, on the morning of the 17th, the flag hoisting ceremony, embassy staffs, their families, and Indonesian citizens from across Brasilia standing together as the Sang Saka Merah Putih rises. But our celebration is not confined to the capital. Indonesian communities in Rio de Janeiro, in Curitiba, and in Mogi das Cruzes are holding commemorations of their own. I will travel personally to Mogi das Cruzes, home to the largest Indonesian community in Brazil, to celebrate our independence alongside them. We also carry the Indonesian spirit beyond our own walls, together with ITPC Sao Paulo. The embassy has taken our culture and our cuisine to Brasilia, to the state of Goiás, and of course to Sao Paulo. And I can tell you, Brazilians have fallen for Indonesian food. There is no better way to celebrate who we are. This year, our celebration means a historic moment. For the first time ever, the Secretary General of ASEAN, Dr. Kao Kim Horn, will visit Brasilia. So on the evening of the 18th of August, our national diplomatic reception will be held jointly as an ASEAN Day celebration. At Wisma Indonesia, guests from Brazilian government, the National Congress, the Judiciary, the Diplomatic Corps, and the business community will be with us. They will experience Indonesia directly. Balinese dance, sate marami, and of course, the famous Indonesian Jajan Pasar. Let me close this message to every Indonesian and every member of our diaspora in Indonesia, here in Brazil, and in every corner of this world. Distance has never diminished who we are. It never will. Wherever you call home, keep that spirit alive. Dirgahayu Republik Indonesia, 81, Indonesia berdaulat, adil dan makmur, merdeka.
Merdeka, indeed. And that was a very special message from His Excellency Andika Krishna Yudanto, the Ambassador of Republic Indonesia to Brazil. And from Brazil, now we are going to fly over to the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. We are heading to our embassy in Den Haag as we greet the Ambassador of Indonesia to the Netherlands, His Excellency Laurentius Amri Jinangkung. A very good day to you, Mr. Ambassador. Goedemorgen. Van Jakarta.
Oh.
Happy Independence Day. Merdeka.
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 So tell us, what's the vibe like? How is the celebration going? Independence Day celebration there in The Hague.
Well, the enthusiasm of the people, Indonesian community, and also diaspora to celebrate the Independence Day ceremony is very high. Even I have to tell you, even some of them, today is working day in the Netherlands, some of them take a leave just to attend our Independence Day ceremony that will be held in Indonesian school in Wassenaar in the Netherlands. So the vibe is very, very great here in the Netherlands.
Right. Did you just finish the flag hoisting ceremony? Because we believe it's morning time, 17th of August, over in Den Haag, Mr. Ambassador. What's the ceremony was like?
No. It will be start in around an hour from now. It's still morning here in The Hague. Right now it's around 9 o'clock. So the ceremony will be at 10 o'clock. So we are preparing the ceremony. In about an hour will begin. And we expect there will be around 1,500 Indonesian community, Indonesian diaspora will be attending this flag raising ceremony.
Ambassador, we are aware that there
Yeah.
are pockets of Indonesia and across the Netherlands, in Eindhoven, in Leiden, more importantly. Have we received words that they are coming over to The Hague for the ceremony, or are they celebrating in different spaces of their own across the Netherlands?
The good thing or the great thing about the Indonesian diaspora and the Indonesian community here in the Netherlands is that various group of Indonesian communities, various group of Indonesian diaspora, they are also celebrating the Indonesian Day with their own community. So we noted that there are around 10 communities, the various communities in various cities in the Netherlands. They're having their own ceremony. They even they have the flag raising ceremony, and then followed by Indonesian traditional way of celebrating Indonesian Day. You can imagine like makan kerupuk atau lomba kelereng. Every perlombaan which we have in Indonesia, they also have it here, celebrated by Indonesian community and Indonesian people. So the vibe is really great here in the Netherlands.
I'm sure it will really, like for those who are feeling very homesick, they will really
I
feel
know, it's a
back at
homecoming
home.
feeling.
Especially with the makan kerupuk, as you mentioned, all the traditional competitions. Tell us, Mr. Laurentius, walk us through the event that is going to happen today. Besides the flag hoisting ceremony, of course, what is there that we can expect? The food, maybe is there going to be a bazaar, handicrafts? Tell us more.
Yes. So we will have the flag raising ceremony in about 40, 50 minutes, and then will be followed by celebrations. We will have a booth of Indonesian food and even coffee, Indonesian specialty coffee. They are here also in the Netherlands. Also, small and medium enterprises will be present. Food is of course will be there. Beverages, sate ayam, nasi padang, even es kopi susu. That is very familiar in Indonesia. They are also here. We have it here. So we have culinary, we have handicraft, and everything about Indonesian tradition here in the Netherlands. We have also nasi goreng, even rendang,
Right.
and those favorite culinary Indonesian food, which is very familiar also in the Netherlands.
Well, I know for sure that the so-called, we call it nasi goreng, but over there it's called nasi goreng, is one of, the staple food of the Dutch people, which originates from Indonesia. Now, Mr. Ambassador, what's the responses like from the local Dutch people? Because we believe that they were the colony, they colonized our country for hundreds of years. There's a certain close relations that we share. Every single year when Independence Day is celebrated, what's the participations like from the local Dutch people approaching our embassies or be a part of the festivity, Mr. Ambassador?
Well, statistically, around 10% of Dutch community, somehow they have a connection with Indonesia. Either their grandparents were lived in Indonesia before, born in Indonesia, and so forth and so forth. So Indonesia is something that is they know very much in their heart. And some of them also were there during our after 45. So they know how the Indonesian people celebrate the Independence Day, and some of them also join us in celebrating the Independence Day ceremony in here in KBRI. But for example, I went yesterday to the celebrations by the Indonesian community, Indonesian diaspora, and some of them it's not really 100% Indonesia, but 50% or even more already Dutch citizens having connection with Indonesia. So the Independence Day ceremony is something very familiar for the Dutch people in general, and they appreciate and they also attend the ceremony, and sometimes they are also curious. They participated in the Independence Day competition. You mentioned like makan kerupuk, balap kelereng, and so forth and so on, especially for the children, teenagers.
We know for sure that Indonesia have a very deep connection and deep ties with the Netherlands, and it's so wonderful to hear that the enthusiasm is very strong for the Indonesians' Independence Day celebration. Tell us, Mr. Ambassador, for our last question here, what are your hopes and your messages for the future of the ties between Indonesia and the Netherlands?
Well, first I would like to say two things. For this Indonesia celebration today, we invited especially music culture from Papua. The group is called Oyandi. They will perform in our celebrations after the flag hoisting ceremony. They will bring us, present to us the Papuan distinctive music and tradition. Secondly, for our fellow Indonesian, I would say that Merdeka is a share of responsibility. As we celebrate the 81st years of independence, let us be proud of what Indonesia has achieved while continuing to contribute to the country and to the communities where we live. To Indonesian abroad, to Indonesian in the Netherlands, you are an important part of Indonesia's global family. Wherever you lived, you carry Indonesia with you through your values, your culture, your work, and your relationship with others. So let us continue to strengthen our connection with Indonesia, support one another, and build bridges between Indonesia and the countries, in this case, it's the Netherlands, where we live. Let us maintain our solidarity, strengthen our unity, and stand together as one community. And Dirgahayu Republik Indonesia ke-81. Merdeka!
Merdeka!
Oh my God, such beautiful words. Thank you very much. I am so touched by those gorgeous words. The Ambassador of Indonesia to the Netherlands over in Den Haag, His Excellency Laurentius Amrich Janangkung. Heel veel bedankt, meneer Ambassador. Thank you very much for your time.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih banyak. Thank
Terima
you.
kasih. Have a good celebration indeed. So now we move straight on. We are going to the KBRI Abuja. We have His Excellency Bambang Suharto here, the Ambassador of Indonesia to Nigeria. Hello.
A very good afternoon from Indonesia, Mr. Ambassador. Happy Independence
Good
Day.
morning.
Merdeka!
Happy Independence Day.
That's
Happy
right.
Independence Day. Good morning from Abuja, Nigeria. And we are about to organize a flag raising ceremony less than 1 hour from now. And I'm very happy to join this event, the program.
The preparation like for the flag hoisting ceremony in just over an hour away from where you are right now in Abuja. What's the vibe like? What's the enthusiasm,
Ambiance,
the
yes.
ambience of the people coming over to celebrate our Independence Day over in Nigeria? For goodness, that is so far away from Indonesia.
So even though we are living more than 11,000 kilometers from our country, people here, Indonesian community here, including the member of families of Indonesian staff, are very enthusiastic to come to celebrate the Indonesian Independence Day. And they are, since the morning, they're already here together to having the flag raising ceremony. at the residence of the ambassador. And this is a very special moment for us. Always we have to remember the sacrifice of our founding fathers to have freedom, and we should respect this event, and we have to commemorate every year.
Mr. Ambassador, we're just curious, approximately how many people are planning to attend the celebration? And seeing what you're wearing today, can you also explain to us your traditional attire and
nice headgear
a very
there.
nice headgear right there? And will people also come wearing a traditional attire like you, or are they just going to wear like red and white t-shirts perhaps?
So people living in Abuja is not quite many. We have around 70 people around Nigeria, around Abuja, but most of Indonesians are living in Lagos. It's about 1 hour flight from Abuja. Lagos used to be the capital city of Nigeria, but since 1991, they moved the capital to Abuja. And what the attire I'm wearing now is Java or Jawa Timur traditional attire. Yes, because I'm a Surabayanese. So most of the participants of the flag raising ceremonies also wearing their respective traditional attire.
So for you, I guess it's a feeling of being at home again over in East Java, being so far away, all the way in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Now, you mentioned over 70 people over in Abuja, but more of us over in Lagos, Mr. Ambassadors. What do they do statistically over in Nigeria? And walk us through the current landscape of our relations with Nigeria on behalf of Indonesian government, sir.
Yes, most of the Indonesian people living in Nigeria, they are working at the Indonesian companies operating in Nigeria. Maybe you are aware that Indomie is very famous in Nigeria.
Yes,
and
in Africa.
Most of the Nigerians consider Indomie is their local product. But I think it's okay as long as they enjoy Indomie. For us, is the better. They recognize it as a local product. Is good for business. So relations with regard to Indonesia and Nigeria is very, very close, and Nigeria is a very diverse country like Indonesia. They have 230 million people like us. Maybe in the 2050 they will surpass us in terms of population. And very dynamic, and economic growth is very good, about 5% per year. So Nigeria is the future market and opportunity for us, and demographic bonus is also very high. And there's a good opportunity for Indonesia to build relations with Nigeria, particularly the private sectors. I encourage for Indonesia to come to Nigeria to do a business with Indonesia.
Well, we can see right there, there was
social activity.
Social activities. If I'm not mistaken, there was people playing mahjong just now. I might be wrong.
Like games.
Yes, we organize several sport activities like bowling and 5 kilometers fun walk, and billiards and dominoes, and also we do donation to support the orphanage and vulnerable children affected by the conflicts. So we are not celebrating for Indonesian, but we also share the we have to sympathy with all those who are needed in Nigeria.
And lastly, Mr. Ambassador, give us your deepest hope and messages for our republic as we grow into our 81st years of independence.
My message to all Indonesian living in Nigeria is wherever we are, we have to continue to be proud of Indonesia and contribute positively to our country. Living abroad is a unique opportunity for us to contribute to our work, our behavior, our relation with the locals, and we hope that the better relation with Nigeria will improve in the future. So whatever we do in Nigeria here will positively contribute to the bilateral relation. And I wish the Independence Day of Indonesia, the 81st Independence Day will mark the a better relations with Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
Salam,
Salam.
Merdeka, Dirgahayu ke-81 Republik Indonesia. Greeting from Abuja.
Merdeka!
Merdeka!
Thank you so much to His Excellency Bambang Suharto. And yeah, we believe, I mean, like, we've seen so many videos from all these embassies celebrating Indonesia, Independence Day, and there's so many types of fun activities, even like from the traditional makan kerupuk to even playing dominoes. So apparently it's a thing.
I guess one keyword is togetherness, to bring people together wherever you are around in the foreign country, and to sort of raise the spirit of togetherness again. And from Nigeria, we take you now to yet another esteemed embassy of Indonesia over in London. We have our ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Britain, His Excellency Desra Percaya. A very good morning time, London time to you, Mr. Ambassador. Happy Independence Day from Jakarta.
Merdeka!
Merdeka! Happy Independence Day. Greetings from London.
So tell us, how is it like celebrating Indonesia's Independence Day in London? What's the ambience like? How's the enthusiasm of people? All right, with the heat wave. Yeah.
Yes, we are so lucky. Today is not that hot. I think roughly around 20 something. Of course, we are preparing with great enthusiasm. And for today, the main focus is the flag hosting ceremony. It will start in a couple of minutes. And we as a team do expect this event to run smoothly. We have invited representatives from across the Indonesian community, students, diaspora groups, and everyone from UK and Ireland. And also remember, this is much more than a ceremony. It is a celebration that brings our people and communities together. Very enthusiastic.
Right.
So please tell us, I mean, as you said just now, that this is more than just
a ceremony.
I mean, tell us more about what do you think is the importance of Indonesia's Independence Day celebration in the UK?
Of course, I think this is really to strengthen both our nationalism and our sense of togetherness. I think this is very important. On a personal note, it is a way of dealing with our longing for home, kangen sama kampung, kangen sama rumah. And this is very special about seeing the red and white flag race, singing Indonesia Raya, and sharing, of course, Indonesian food afterwards. And for a moment, you will feel close to home. We are also very proud to preserve the traditions as closely as possible, including our Paskibraka. I think we recruit and train talented young Indonesians here to take part in the flag hosting team. So I think even 1,000 kilometers from Indonesia, we keep the spirit and traditions of 17 Agustus alive. This is very important.
Right. Ambassador Desra, I'd like to quote your words again on the longing for home, because being so far away in Europe for such an extended time, the longing is mostly for family, friends, the culture, more importantly, food. So tell us what's being served today on the table of the celebrations of Indonesia's Independence Day, and are people coming to the embassy bringing their own version of Indonesian foods, or everything is served by the embassy, sir?
Let me first share with you the event that we did have yesterday in the big park in North London. I think it was attended by nearly 1,000 Indonesian, not only Indonesian but also local communities. What is important and what is striking yesterday, before commencing the event, we did have prayer together for victims gempa in NTT. So I think although we are so far away, we are very close to the country, and we do pay attention what is going on in the country. And in that event, so many things, even you'll be surprised, Bebek Madura was there. Also, karedok, if you know the karedok, this is a specialty from West Java. Mi bakso ayam, of course. It was yesterday. And today, we are going to focus more on the raising flag itself, the upacara, more of formality. And of course, Indonesian food will be on the table. And one of them that I can share with you, and one will be missing if there is not on the table, nasi goreng, definitely.
Is
Nasi goreng is an absolute must in all of the embassies across the globe. Now, Mr. Ambassador, can you please also share with us what will be the event like for today? What games, or is there going to be any bazaar selling handicrafts?
After the flag ceremony.
Yeah, after the flag ceremony.
In fact, we are not focusing on the event today, but leading towards 17th of August, we did have a number of events, not only in London, but many localities in Edinburgh, in Aberdeen, and Newcastle, Manchester, Liverpool, so in many cities. And today, we are going to have, of course, special game, especially for the children, because we don't want to focus only on adult makan kerupuk balap karung, but I think we do pay attention, especially the children, our future.
Right. Mr. Ambassador, one thing that we are so proud of, that there's a lot of Indonesian students are studying in many different world-acclaimed universities across the UK. Other than in London, you mentioned there are communities in Edinburgh, in Manchester, in Leicester, all of these other places. Have you heard if they're coming to London for the celebrations, or are they celebrating as well wherever they are across the country?
Yes, I think I'm going to attend a number of events in a different city. This is again for the celebration of our Independence Day. I wish I could have the resources to invite them. They really want to come and join us. Unfortunately, because of a number of limitations, we are going to invite their representative to come to our upacara today. I really wish I would have been able to invite them all. But in any case, I will come to each of the city starting from next week.
Well, Mr. Ambassador, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. And of course, we wish you all the best. Last question before we let you go, though. Do you have any messages that you'd like to share for all the Indonesian diasporas living in the UK and perhaps across the globe too?
Indeed, thank you very much for the opportunity. My message is very simple. Jangan pernah lelah mencintai Indonesia. Being far from home should never weaken our connection and our country. If anything, it should encourage us to think about what each of us can contribute to our country. Independence it's not only something we celebrate every 17th of August. We also have a responsibility to give meaning to that independence. Let's continue to improve ourselves, strengthen our capabilities, and use what we learn and achieve for the benefit of our communities and ultimately our beloved Indonesia. Dirgahayu Republik Indonesia Merdeka.
Merdeka!
Such beautiful message and very important to our current condition in the nation. Thank you very much, His Excellency Desram Percaya, Indonesian Ambassador to the United Kingdom, for your time, sir. We truly appreciate it.
Jangan pernah lelah mencintai Indonesia. Those are very, very wise words
Yeah,
indeed.
everyone should relate to that, even though at some points you feel exhausted, but recover and re-love your nation all over
Love
again.
your
So
nation.
it's
Well,
totally deserving.
speaking of loving our nation, we are still
I am loving this next destination, they said. There's a lot
Take
of
us
great
there.
things happening. So I can't wait to go over to Copenhagen, our embassy there, with Madam Ambassador, Her Excellency Siti Nugraha Mauludia, Indonesian Ambassador to Denmark, joining us. A very good morning to you, Copenhagen time, Madam Ambassador. Hello, everyone. Selamat Hari Merdeka.
Selamat Hari Merdeka.
Happy Independence Day, Merdeka.
Merdeka.
All right, we are missing
Good
audio
morning.
though. Oh, there you have
Okay,
it.
great.
So tell us what's going on behind you, Madam Ambassador.
Oh, we are here. We have a number of diaspora in Indonesia who are ready to have the ceremony of anniversary of Indonesian independence of 81 and independence at like half an hour from now. So they are ready to be part of the ceremony. Not all Indonesian are here because today is the working day. So they are only the one who could ask for leave or who happen to be here. We also have some students from Universitas of Hasanuddin. Are you? Hi. They are here. They happen to be here because they just came from the choir games, World Choir Games in Sweden. So we are here very festive with a festive mood, ready to celebrate Indonesian independence.
Skipping schools and skipping work today for the celebration.
This is the best background so far we've had
This
today.
is the most joyous. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone,
so much,
for being
Madam
there.
Ambassador, for gathering everyone here to be on camera for TVRI World. Madam Ambassador, please, all right, so share with us, walk us through what's happening for the Indonesia's Independence Day celebration today in Copenhagen.
Okay, this is actually the ultimate, the puncak of the celebration. We started in July with some of the competition. We have badminton competition, we have table tennis competition, we have even billiard competition for all Indonesian diaspora here. And then 2 days ago, we had Pesta Rakyat, where we have, you see the video there, we have really, party here, pesta, where we celebrate with Indonesian food, Indonesian games, Indonesian song, dances. So the past 2 days, it was 2 days ago, it was really something. We really, I think everybody was having a great time. I was having a great time because we felt like we are not far from home. We felt like we were at home, like every 17 Agustus, we celebrate in our kampung. So that's what we had for the celebration.
You are having a great time. We are having an even greater time.
Just watching it.
Just watching you and being with you
videos.
today. Well, Madam Ambassador, Copenhagen is another beautiful country over in Europe. But how many exactly statistically Indonesian diasporas are over in Copenhagen? Are they students? Do they work there? What's the majority population like for Indonesian diaspora?
Okay, there are around 1,200 Indonesian diaspora here, including us from the embassy. Mostly, most of them lived here as a permanent resident, whether they married to a Danish lady or gentleman, or they're professionals. We also have around 100 something, because now it's coming, the students who are doing their master degree in all over Denmark. We even have 3 new students who's just arrived 2 days ago here. So the number are kind of like changing. Some are graduating, some are coming, but around 100 something is a student. The rest are Indonesian professionals. We have Indonesian professionals here working in Denmark, all over Denmark, as well as like diaspora who are permanent resident, but they all work here as because they married Danish citizens. So that's a profile of Indonesian here. Of course, the professionals they comprises of chef. We have quite a number of Indonesian chef here. They mostly run the head chef in big restaurant here in Copenhagen, in Aarhus, or in Aalborg, in four big cities in Denmark. And there are also professionals who work at the pharmaceutical industries or in the footwear industries, as well as other industries, and and also in what you call it, the wind turbine industry. So there are quite a number of professionals here of Indonesian here, and they are. I'm glad because they are very active. They join our activities. Even some came today. We have someone who came from Aalborg. Aalborg is around 5 hours driving to Copenhagen. So it shows how they love Indonesia. They want to be part of the celebration and come joining us here for the upacara bendera.
Much appreciations for everyone that is celebrating Indonesia's Independence Day today. And Madam Ambassador, you look so beautiful today. You look so gorgeous with your traditional attire there. Can you share with us a bit about your traditional costume that you're wearing right now? And also, we see that behind you, the Indonesians, they're also wearing a traditional costume. Perhaps, I'm just curious, is there a best costume award happening today?
Okay, well, that gives us idea. Maybe we should, yeah, even though we don't have the prize now, but the prize would come in later, okay?
Yeah.
We'll choose the best costume. I'm wearing a baju panjang, from Riau, and I'm also batik for the sarung. But we also one from, if you see, we have someone from Bali, two people from Bali actually, and then two from Makassar. And then my husband is wearing Sundanese, and also some Bugis here and some Batak costume as well. So we are very colorful here. So it just like our hearts, we are very colorful. We are blessed with a good day here. Like Copenhagen, it's always sunny, but we are blessed with sunny day today.
Right. Thank you everyone for braving the summer and still putting forth the beautiful Indonesian traditional attires. Now, Madam Ambassador, each celebratory Independence Day events at embassies is an opportunity to establish stronger and establish further our diplomatic relations, diplomatic ties with the current country. Over in Denmark, are we having, I don't know, diplomatic receptions or other agendas following the Independence Day today to establish and to be in pursuit of these agendas?
Oh, well, actually, we already have Indonesian Day in late June, where we celebrated in City Hall, and I think around how many people comes? Around 16,000. 16,000 join our celebration because we're having it at the city center, a very center, and at the time we are having collaboration with region DKI, with the Jakarta region. The vice governor was here meeting with the mayor of Copenhagen, talking about collaboration. So that was actually a really big day for us at the time. So that's part of also the celebration of Independence Day. So yeah.
All right, Madam Ambassador. So we've seen some of the videos of the games that you've had so far prior to the celebration today. Can you share with us what has been the favorite activity or the favorite food from
food? Yeah, I want to know that.
Everyone.
Indonesian chefs you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I think yesterday we really have a 2 days ago we had really had a good party, Pesta Rakyat.
Party.
And I think the one of the favorite activities are like the traditional game. We have the balap lomba makan kerupuk. We also have balap karung, and we also have the tarik tambang. So it was, and then of course I think for me the dancing, like poco-poco, gemu famire, tobelo-belo, it's really one of the highlights. And I was kind of tired afterwards, but really happy heart because it was a full day, and we also have karaoke competition, and the kids are also having fun time. I couldn't really pinpoint which one is the most favorite activities, but everybody was having fun. From the kids, wearing the what is kelereng, the marbles, and then also what is balap kerupuk. So I think
the
everybody's
crackers.
enjoying it. Then the competition also during the badminton competition, as well the table tennis competition. So I couldn't really pinpoint, but everybody was having fun on their own, like favorite games. So that's it. But the food, actually, we have so many different food from like nasi kapau, really like serious food, like like sate padang, to the snacks that are, for instance, pentol cilok, yeah, and then we also have pempek and jajanan pasar. So I think like diaspora here in Indonesia, in general, they just miss Indonesian food. So once, now this year we have twice opportunity, 2 times opportunity for this, but usually the...
All right. Madam Ambassador.
Are waiting. Sorry, yes?
Yeah, just one last question before we let you go. We saw some hip-shaking competitions there. But more importantly, today is officially our country becoming 81 years old. Your important message for the Republic, please.
For the Republic or for the people?
For the people and our country.
Okay, I would like just to say this to everyone across the globe, wherever you are. Keep loving Indonesia, keep giving back to Indonesia. You don't have to be in Indonesia to contribute to the development, national development of Indonesia. Wherever you are, you could always contribute and to show your love to Indonesia. So keep loving Indonesia.
Thank you very much, Madam Ambassador, for those beautiful words. And we love you and everyone behind you there for sharing this spirit of nationalism with us. Happy Independence Day.
Thank you so much.
Indonesia.
Merdeka.
Merdeka. Keep loving Indonesia for
that
sure.
That was very beautifully
Great
said
message.
there, Madam Ambassador, Her Excellency Siti Nugraha Maulida of Denmark. And now we are going to yet another cradle of civilization, which is Egypt.
That's right. We are going to Cairo here, and we have His Excellency Kunchoro Giri Waseso, Ambassador of Indonesia to
Egypt.
Egypt, that's right.
With the embassy in Cairo. Hello, a very good day to you in Cairo, Mr. Ambassador. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka.
Merdeka. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rahmat and Lucia. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking me part of this very wonderful program annually.
We're happy
this
to
is
have
very
you.
incredible.
It is our privilege to have you.
Thank you very much.
It is our privilege to have you in the program, sir. Thank you for making the time. But more importantly, walk us through the beautiful moments of ceremony for flag hoisting and maybe plans for the rest of the day for the Independence Day celebration over in Cairo Embassy, sir.
Yeah, you see that even the celebration began in the beginning of July even, and with the sport competitions among our community. Can you guess how many students we have here in
many,
Egypt
sir.
and Cairo?
I believe it over 10,000, no?
No, this is more than 22,000.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's a big number.
That's a big number, but of course they are distributed into some group of associations according to the regions. And start from the sport competitions, the volleyball, badminton, table tennis. You can mention everything we have here. And it's also, we are starting also with the promotion of our culture through the whole region in Egypt. This is a collaboration of our culture from Indonesia and also Egypt. You know, we are also preparing 20 young Indonesians for our Paskibra. These are consisting from the student of Al-Azhar, also from the Indonesian school here in Cairo, and the flag hosting team. And they have been training since July to perform one of the most important, this is the most important duties during our Independence Day ceremony. The reason is we want to create, a moment that all Indonesians across Egypt here can come together and, of course, experience the spirit of independence, the unity, and certainly the gotong royong as well.
Of course, yeah, and it sounds really lovely. Tell us, what are the plans for the celebrations today, Mr. Ambassador, besides all the sporting events that you've mentioned?
Right. So we just finished with the flag hosting. The flag ceremony, it is has a very special emotional meaning for us, for the Indonesian overseas. So you see, when we see the red and white and the flag raised, and then they sing together the Indonesia Raya, we immediately feel connected to our homeland. And then this year, the Paskibra that I mentioned, consisting of 20 students, they preparing very well. And for us, involving the young Indonesian is very important. Our highlight is very important because we are not simply preserving the ceremony itself, but we are also passing our values, our norms behind it, and our discipline, our responsibility, our patriotism and unity to the students, to the young generations.
Right, Mr. Ambassador, as you mentioned, it is a major interest for Indonesian students to go study in Egypt, over in Northern Africa, and it is a huge magnet. You mentioned over 22,000 students all over Egypt. How important is it to get them involved as a part of our younger generation, sir, to sort of raise their hopes and to ignite their passion to build our country, having studied so far away from Indonesia in Egypt?
Most of all, they are not really, they are not only students. They finally become the ambassadors of our country.
Yeah.
They promote directly, they come to people contact, and they talk to the root of the people here, and then they bring our value to them, and they work together. Well, for this series of our activities for the Independence Day, they're also working with the local NGO, with the local community to bring the awareness of bringing the the cleanliness to the environment. They're going to have the certain type of activity on this 29th of August. So the activities, the event will be on and on and on again. Well, at least until September and later on during our Independence Day.
Wow, that's great. That's a series of events, and from our brief conversation just now, it's clear that you have a very strong nationalism inside your heart burning, and of course from having the Paskibraka training for the young Indonesians so that they will continue to love Indonesia, and also, you know, to have a really good celebration for Indonesia Independence Day. Do you have a last message for our audiences today, for all the Indonesians living across the globe, away from Indonesia?
Right, for sure. What I'm going to mention is that wherever we live, we can always contribute to Indonesia. For the Indonesian overseas, particularly here in Egypt and in Cairo and throughout all the cities in Cairo, our contributions can take many forms. Studying seriously for the student, of course, and then building the networks, promoting Indonesian cultures and products, and also, of course, becoming a positive face of Indonesia. That's what I mean as ambassador of Indonesia here in Egypt. And here in Egypt, this has a special meaning because Indonesia and Egypt share a historic friendship. Egypt was among the earliest supporter of Indonesia's independence. And today, that relationship has grown into strategic partnerships already. Now, as we celebrate 18 years of independence, I bring all that. Let us maintain our unity, take pride in our diversity, and of course, transform the spirit of independence into real contributions and to our country. That's the message, Rahmat and Loisa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, and we wish you the best of luck for your stewardship over in Egypt as the Ambassador of Indonesia to Egypt over in Cairo Embassy. His Excellency Kuntoro Giri Waseso, we truly appreciate your time, sir. Happy Independence Day again. Merdeka!
Merdeka! Thank you very much. Thank you. Merdeka!
Thank you. Truly appreciate it, Mr. Ambassador.
Yeah.
That was a great time in Cairo, Luisa.
And it's so great to see all the young Indonesians training for the Paskibra. It's a very tough training usually, and of course to see it happen all the way in Egypt, that's really an amazing experience.
And to do it over in Cairo, out of the tens of thousands of students being handpicked and selected for the ceremony, it is a privilege indeed. Congratulations to all of you out there. Let's go over to Stockholm now, our embassy there, as we greet Indonesian Ambassador to Sweden, His Excellency Yayan Ganda Hayat Mulyana. Ambassador Yayan, thank you very much for making the time for us. Good afternoon, Jakarta time, and happy Independence Day to you.
Merdeka!
Merdeka, and good afternoon to you, Rahmat and Luisa in Jakarta. Thank you so much for having me in this important program. Let me also use this opportunity to extend a warm regards from the Indonesian community here, from the embassy, and to all Indonesians from Sabang sampai Merauke. Also, my warm regard to my fellow ambassadors. I have here, I see from the screen, Pak Kadir, my very dear friend, and also others, Pak Kuntoro as well. Again, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Ambassador Yayan, for making the time in Sweden for us. One of the happiest countries in the world. We're very happy to see you today. So what's the celebratory feelings like being in Sweden for the celebrations of our 81st independence, Mr. Ambassador?
The Indonesian communities here are very enthusiastic in embracing the special day. It is not only for the commemoration, but also for the self-reflections on being away from Indonesia, as they are themselves are Indonesians. And it is really an excellent opportunity for not only the members of the embassy, also of course the Indonesian diaspora here, to reconnect with Indonesia, feeling or being part of Indonesia, and in the context of modern country in the Nordic area. Of course, it gives a certain insights that instill a lot of motivations for our diaspora here to do best for Indonesia from a distance here.
Mr. Yayan, can you share with us how strong is the participation of Indonesian citizens and also from the Indonesian diaspora communities in the Independence Day celebration in Sweden?
It's extremely strong. It is not only responding to our call for participations in variety of programs, which include, of course, the flag hoisting ceremony and the diplomatic reception, as well as the Indonesian Day Forum, but also they themselves have their own motivations to convene a series of meetings academically as well as informally to reflect on the 81st anniversaries of the Indonesian independence. For example, our diaspora in the city of Gothenburg and in the city of Malmö and in the city of Luleå, which is a bit far from Stockholm, they are at the same day as well. They have their own activities to reflect on the meaning of 81st anniversary of the Independence Days for them and for being Indonesians who are here in Sweden.
Mr. Ambassador, of course, the celebratory moments is not only during the flag ceremonies, both in the morning and in the afternoon, but also beyond that, where it's not just get-togethers, but it's also an opportunity to sort of enhance the spirit of togetherness being so far away from Indonesia. So how do you see that the participations of Indonesian diasporas all across Sweden are rejoicing this particular get-together for independence type of thing, sir?
So we manifest the longing for Indonesia here through a number of formats of activities, which include, of course, sport tournaments and culture, food presentation, food competition as well. Yesterday, for example, we had an 80 participants in the badminton tournament, and fortunately, the participants not only the Indonesian diaspora but also Indian diaspora, Chinese diaspora, Swedish, and many other communities who participated in the tournament. I think that those activities has served as the nexus between different cultures and civilizations and connect, glue them together into one strong force of people-to-people contact and cooperations between Indonesia and Sweden. And of course, especially in the context of Sweden, we have a world-class saxophonist who love Indonesia very much through science, music, and through expedition. We'll be presenting the Indonesia Raya this afternoon and other themes of presentation to the Swedish audience, not only from the governments, but also from the business communities and the civil society communities here in Sweden.
Mr. Yayan, speaking of music, in the chain of events that has been happening there until today, has there also been like a music performance or Indonesia culture performance to introduce Indonesia to the wider audiences?
Yes, we will have those components of people-to-people understanding building on the 22nd of August, framed under the program of Indonesia Day, or it used to be Pesta Raya. And we have three elements of this activity, food, culture, and community. And through this activity, we showcase and present and introduce a variety of culinaries that Indonesia has. Of course, the most famous ones would include rendang, bakso, soto, and many others. And in terms of cultural presentations, we have, of course, a number of dancings, traditional dancings. We have the Ratu Jaro dancings, and then topeng and many others. And of course, we also promote the developments of Indonesia in the formats of brochures to participants or to the visitors of the activities.
Ambassador, I spoke to Swedish ambassador to Indonesia here in Jakarta a while back, and we are aware of the presence of giant businesses from Sweden in our country, H&M, IKEA, for example. And Independence Day is always an opportunity for us to push further and for them to acknowledge the presence of our own producers and products and commodities. So how have you been using these avenues of Independence Day and inviting all of these Swedish counterparts to further promote Indonesia's potentials, Mr. Ambassador?
I think you are right that those are giant names in investments of Sweden in Indonesia. Of course, in addition to IKEA and to H&M, we have also Electrolux. Of course, Ibu will love Electrolux products, Spotify and Volvo and Scania and many others. But again, the most important thing, how those businesses also are connected to both Indonesian and Swedes and become the bridge that add new weight in terms of bringing those two nations closer, and the friendship become deeper from year to year, from time to time. They have played an extremely important role, not only in terms of elevating the level of business and economic cooperation between the two countries, but also in terms of promoting the visibility of Indonesia here in Sweden.
Mr. Yayan, before we let you go, would you like to also send your messages, any messages or perhaps the hopes for Indonesia's future?
Indonesia's future is dependent much on the quality of human resources. And for our dear friends who are studying or who are pursuing master or doctoral degrees in many countries, especially here in Sweden, you will be the asset for the futures of Indonesia. Let's concentrate on delving further into advancing skill knowledge, and of course, especially in the STEM-related fields, to build Indonesia and on the journeys of Indonesia Emas 2045.
Mr. Ambassador of Indonesia to Sweden, His Excellency Yayan Ganda Hayat Mulyana. We truly appreciate your time. We wish you a beautiful celebrations of Independence Day over in Sweden. Once again, thank you and happy Independence Day.
Merdeka!
Merdeka, and thank you very much for having us. And I warm regard to Pak Kadir and Pak Teguh Faizasa and to all of you.
All the best, Mr. Ambassador of you. We've just gone across the globe to so many countries this morning.
We're flying here and there today.
All right, we're going to take a very short break now before we fly to more countries across the globe this morning as we celebrate Indonesia's Independence Day. So stay with us on TVRI World. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back to the celebrations of Indonesia's independence, the 81st all around the globe. We'll fly you from Jakarta to different gorgeous, exotic destinations and speak to our beautiful and enthusiastic representatives all around the world.
Well, I'm Luisa Kusnandar together with Rahmat Idris, and we are in the last segment of our very special show.
We wish it never ends,
this afternoon, actually. That's right. So now we are going to take you all the way to Oslo. We have His Excellency Teuku Faisasha on the line now. Hello, Pak Teuku.
A very good afternoon, Jakarta time.
Hello, good morning from Oslo.
Ambassador Teuku Faisasha, a very good day of Independence Day to you. Merdeka!
Merdeka, happy Independence Day from Oslo. It's early morning, still around 10 o'clock here, so I should say good morning from Oslo.
Good morning.
It's so good to see you again, Mr. Ambassador Teuku, because the last time we met each other was when you were still on duty for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, although you are in some way or another. But walk us through the ambience, the spirit of nationalism and patriotisms that are truly felt over Norway, so far away for our country for the 81st independence anniversary.
Well, yes, I think although we are far away up north, it's around 12 degrees Celsius at the moment, although it's summer, but it's chilly. But I would say we really built up the momentum to celebrate this National Day very nicely. Last Saturday, we organized a get-together with the Indonesian community, and apparently they are very enthusiastic to join the activities when we have close to 150 Indonesian get-together in that event. So I would say Indonesian across Norway look at this occasion very happily, because this is an opportunity for them to reconnect with the community and with the embassy here in Oslo. So I think we really see this national celebration as a good chance for Indonesians across Norway to reflect on what we see as our ability to be one of the thriving countries in not only in Asia but across the globe.
Mr. Teuku, can you share with us too how many people are planned to participate in this event, and what would be the highlight of the Indonesia's Independence Day celebration there?
Well, we see that we will have the event at 11 o'clock local time, but already we see many Indonesians start coming to the embassy, and this is the first time we organize a celebration at the Indonesian embassy. For the many consecutive years, we organize it at the residence, but because today is not a weekend, not a holiday, we intentionally to have this at the embassy with different surrounding and feeling, because this is like a trial opportunity to see how we can organize something within the compound of the embassy. Not so big in terms of the size, but it's bring warm, because all Indonesians who will participate get together. We can see their enthusiasm to join these festivities.
Right. Well, we believe the moods of celebrations is not only on the 17th of August on the D-Day, Mr. Ambassador, as you mentioned, at the compounds of the embassy, but also usually over the course of the weeks before and maybe right after today. So walk us through what has been done and what's in the plan next in the sense of a string of events for Independence Day celebrations.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we organized a get-together with the communities that was held on the last Saturday, and it's tried to bring the kind of tradition from Indonesia when they celebrate this National Day. We have children activities like sack pressing. We showcase some of our culinary dishes, and we also have special program, what we call Amazing Race, where they have to walk around the venues and try to answer some of the questions related with Indonesia. So this is the first opportunity for them to try. Some are Norwegians, but through these activities, they try to learn more about Indonesia, what the independence, what the basis of interest in Indonesia. So it's like showcasing Indonesia to Oslo people in particular, because we have it in an open space where others who not participating, but just casual who try to do some activities at the location. they can see what Indonesian community do in regard to celebrating the National Day. So it went very well. And next, on the 24th of August, we will have what we call diplomatic celebration. But the focus of this event will be in cultural exposure. We will bring musicians from Indonesia and also have some performance, at least for at around 2 hours. The Norwegian counterparts will be exposed not only to our cultures but also to our traditional cuisine.
Well, from your explanation right there, Mr. Toko, of course, for me, I would be very, very excited to join your Amazing Race.
Very fascinating.
As a previous contestant from Amazing Race Asia Season 5. Well, that's so great to hear all the celebrations and the upcoming celebrations, of course. Mr. Toko, can you share with us your messages for the Indonesian diasporas and Indonesian communities living across the globe right now and also waiting to celebrate Indonesia's Independence Day?
Well, diaspora is always been part of Indonesia and always love the country one way or another. They've been living in many countries. For instance, in Norway, they've spread across the countries, several cities, but their love for the country, we can see from their expression of love and what they always try to contribute for the benefit of the country. For instance, we are focusing in our relations in the area of forestry and clean energy. And some of our diaspora are the experts on this particular issue. And they've made lots of contributions. For instance, in the process of shifting our regulations on the economy, they made a lot of contributions. So I think they can live wherever they live at the moment, but still within their heart, they love the country and try to do their most to contribute one way or another to the development of Indonesia, their beloved country, far away. Like from us in Norway, certainly is far away from Indonesia.
Well, that is all that time that we have with you. Thank you very much for the beautiful message. His Excellency Teuku Faizasha, Indonesian Ambassador to Norway in Oslo. Thank you very much. Tak, and happy Independence Day again.
Thank you so much, Barakat.
Merdeka!
Thank you. Happy Independence Day. Merdeka.
Yeah, and I was going to just comment on his headgear right there. It was a very unique looking headgear, but we don't have enough time. And we're running out of time this morning.
We'll do that off air though.
Yeah. All right, we are going to take you straight to Abu Dhabi now. We have His Excellency Juda Nugraha, Ambassador of Indonesia to the United
Arab Emirates.
That's right. Okay.
Hello, a very good afternoon, Abu Dhabi time, afternoon also here in Jakarta time. Excellency Yuda Nugraha, happy Independence Day, sir.
Merdeka!
Right, we are establishing our connection with Indonesian Embassy over in Abu Dhabi. Apparently, there are some technical glitches there, so we are waiting for the time to reconnect with Excellency Yuda Nugraha. Let's give it another try. As Excellency Yuda Nugraha over in Abu Dhabi. A very good day to you. Merdeka!
Merdeka
Ambassador.
Merdeka!
All right.
A very warm greeting from Abu Dhabi.
All right.
Idris, Luisa.
Thank you so much for joining us here in our TVRI studio. And first and foremost, we are loving your headgear right there. Can you please
that is beautiful.
Share with us about your traditional attire?
Yes, this is, we call it teluk belanga, with tenun ikat from Kalimantan.
Oh, it's
that looks absolutely gorgeous on you, Mr. Ambassador. To be honest, we are, and I personally, we are missing the time of consulting you eventually, occasionally, on how to protect Indonesian citizens. But now you are the extended hands of Indonesia over in Abu Dhabi. Sir, walk us through the mood, the joy, the way we rejoice the Independence Day over in Abu Dhabi, where you are assigned at the moment.
Yeah, for us here at the Indonesian Embassy in Abu Dhabi, as well as for all Indonesian community in the United Arab Emirates, celebrating Indonesian National Day is not only about ceremony. More than just that, this is a reflection from our love to our motherland, Indonesia. So today we celebrate the flag hoisting ceremony. We invite all Indonesian community in Abu Dhabi and the surrounding city in the United Arab Emirates to celebrate together the independence, our national day. And I can share with you all that this year we are not only celebrating the 50 years, not only celebrating the 81 years Indonesian independence, but we also celebrate the 50 years diplomatic relation between Indonesia and the UAE. And there are a lot of activities. We collaborate together with the UAE to celebrate together the National Independence Day and the Golden Jubilee for our diplomatic relation. And this evening, there will be an illumination of our national flag, Sang Merah Putih, at Burj Khalifa, the landmark of UAE in Dubai, as well as the tallest building in the world.
Oh, so when is this happening, Mr. Judah?
This evening.
This evening.
That will be a majestic view.
This evening.
That is something we look forward to.
7:50 local times in the evening.
That's so great.
It's majestic.
Yeah. So, Mr. Judah, can you also share with us what other activities are in plan to happen today?
Yeah. During today's flag hoisting ceremony, we invite all Indonesian community to come to wear traditional Indonesian dress. And we also have a special competition for Indonesian national traditional dress, not only for adults, but also for kids. And still going on until today, there are a lot of competition for kids, such as makan kerupuk and other sport activities.
Right. Those crackers are lucky to be in Abu Dhabi right now. Well, Mr. Ambassador,
and finding kerupuk is quite difficult here in Abu Dhabi.
We believe so. You have to import them. Well, Mr. Ambassador, you mentioned that this is the Golden Jubilee of Indonesia and UAE relations, quite a milestone. And now we are in the mood for Indonesia's independence celebrations. How does this provide a platform, an avenue for us to celebrate the Golden Jubilee for the two countries?
That's true, Mr. Fahmi. That we celebrate now the Golden Jubilee between Indonesia and the UAE, and this is the momentous time for both countries to strengthen our bilateral relation. In 2022, we have signed the Indonesia-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, and we have a very ambitious target that 5 years after the signing of the Indonesia-UAE CEPA, our bilateral trade should reach $10 billion. Wow. So this is, I believe, the good momentum for both countries, not only to celebrate our National Independence Day, but also how we can strengthen bilateral economic relation between our two countries.
Well, great wishes right there. And Mr. Judah, before we let you go, last questions. What are your wishes for Indonesia's future relations between the United Arab Emirates and Indonesia? And perhaps if you have any other message that you would like to convey for the Indonesians living overseas. Okay.
I guess we're having technical difficulty again with our connection. But let's see if we can get reconnected. Apparently not. But however, we'd like to express our sincere gratitude and high appreciations to His Excellency Yuda Nugraha, the Indonesian ambassador to United Arab Emirates, for his time. And, you know, just amidst all the celebration happening in Abu Dhabi at the moment. And we'll look forward for the great visuals from Burj Khalifa, Dubai this very evening. I can't wait to see it.
I know. But now let's go over to Berlin. We have a couple more countries to go. Let's go to Berlin. That's right. We have His Excellency Abdul Qadir Jailani, Ambassador of Indonesia to Germany. Hello.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Mr.
Hello, Lisa.
Ambassador.
How are you?
We are
Rahmat and Lisa, how are
great.
you?
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
morning from Berlin and good afternoon in Jakarta.
excellent. I mean, we have been celebrating Indonesia in so many countries this morning.
That's
And
right.
once again, I mean, let's go.
Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka!
Merdeka, Merdeka.
Right. You are seated in your office right now. Has the ceremony, the flag ceremony, been underway,
because
sir?
now actually currently people are still busy in the yard of our embassy. We just finished our upacara bendera flag hosting ceremonies. And as you know that we organized the flag hosting ceremony today, but for the Panggung Rakyat, for activities for Indonesian diaspora, we had it last Saturday. So we made it in weekend, or hopefully there will be more people will coming because it will be easier for them to join.
Right. Mr. Ambassador, you mentioned about Panggung Rakyat just now. Can you tell us more about this?
Yeah, actually what we organize is we do that every year. And this year it's a bit special because we invited Sandi Sandoro to come and other musician. And of course, as usual, we also allow Indonesian diaspora to open their stall for selling foods, Indonesian drinks, and also as usual, there is also many competition games among Indonesian, especially kids. And we had it last Saturday, and it was great. And despite the weather, Saturday was a bit hot, almost 37 degree. Is something different for us in Berlin, but it was running well.
We assume, was there lomba makan kerupuk and baso in the cuisine list?
Of course, it is a must.
As usual.
It is a must.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want to know,
There will be
Mr.
no Agustus without lomba makan kerupuk.
Oh, and also, what is the story behind inviting Sandi Sandoro to go there and perform?
Yeah, because we think that if we bring some prominent singer from Indonesia, will be more interesting, and I think. And however, as you know that what we have now this year is not only about ceremony, is not only about celebration or party, but I think we believe that this moment is an opportunity for us to bring Indonesia to life in the middle of Germany. And the idea is simple. We want people to experience Indonesia rather than to merely hear things about Indonesia.
Right. Mr. Ambassador, do we have the majority of Indonesian diaspora over in Berlin, in capital, or elsewhere, in Hamburg, in Köln, in Frankfurt? What's the map like for pockets of Indonesians in Germany?
What I can tell you, Indonesian nationals in Europe, I think the largest might be in Germany. We have almost 32,000 Indonesian living here, and they are spread out, of course. And there are many other cities, and the majority is not in Berlin. There are other big cities like Hamburg and Frankfurt. And for your information, that the flag hosting ceremonies and also Pesta Rakyat not only organized in Berlin, but we also had it in Frankfurt, in Hamburg. So once again, and this activity is for all of us here. We organize it simultaneously in 3 cities in Germany, in Berlin, Frankfurt, and Hamburg.
So when they celebrate in Frankfurt, they eat Frankfurter. When they celebrate in Hamburg, they'll eat hamburgers, sir. If not rendang or nasi goreng.
And Berliner, of course.
And Berliner too, oh goodness.
Mr. Abdul, also you mentioned all these celebrations just now. Tell us, explain to us, personally speaking, how important are these celebrations in strengthening the Indonesian identity for people living overseas, especially all the way there in Berlin.
And our students too, because they are the younger generation who will return and build our nation.
The activities is so important, as I told you, that we know that such kind of activities not only about ceremony. This is a moment for all of us to have a deep contemplation to what our founding fathers have done in bringing our countries into existence. And number two, it will also provide a good opportunity for us to get together to strengthen our bond between Indonesian national and Germany. And you know, many people are coming in my residence, also in the office, for meeting each other. You know, this is sometimes in current life, you know, it might be quite difficult for all of us to find a good time to meet each other. So this is one of the good time. And last but not least is it is also a good opportunity for us to showcase Indonesia culture in Germany.
Of course, one of the very deep message that we hear this morning is to never stop loving Indonesia wherever you are, because you carry Indonesia everywhere you go.
Right. What's your message, Mr. Ambassador?
This is our message this year.
All right. Do you have any final words that you would like to share to our audience today?
Okay, my message is very simple. Wherever you live, Indonesia is not something you left behind. Indonesia travels with us. But I would also encourage our diaspora not to think of themselves only as Indonesian living outside Indonesia. Think of ourselves as Indonesia's bridges to the world.
Right.
You are all our informal ambassadors. Independence is not only historical achievement, it is more than that. It is about responsibility that every generation has to redefine.
Right. Well, Mr. Ambassador, you mentioned that Germany has the largest populations of Indonesians over in Europe, and apparently and obviously it is one of the largest magnet for students as well, due to their quality educations. For those who are aspired to go and gain knowledge from universities in Germany, sir, what would you recommend them to prepare ahead before diving deep and go to Germany to study? Having been there
you are very
yourself.
right. Yeah, you are very right that we know that in Germany there is a powerhouse for industry, and they are very good at science and technology, and this is the place for education. And one of the majority of our Indonesian living here are students, so studying in Germany is provide you good opportunity for all of you. So I invite many Indonesians to come here, not only for studying, but also there are many opportunities for pursuing vocational trainings that we are expecting more Indonesians coming.
Right. As long as they don't forget to do sungkem or pay respect to our embassy in Berlin, they are in good hands, we believe.
No sungkem, not at all. We just expect them to report us.
That's good.
All right. So thank you very much once again to His Excellency Abdul Qadir Jailani, Ambassador of Indonesia to Germany. Such a pleasant conversation with you today. And of course, enjoy your Independence Day celebration. And once again, Merdeka!
Merdeka! See you.
Thank you very much. Dankeschön, Mr. Ambassador. And give our love to all Indonesians in Germany and in Berlin.
Yeah, I mean, it's been such a wonderful celebration across the globe. Of course, so far we've heard that everyone is unanimously eating kerupuk today.
Exactly. Kerupuk is a popular commodity over in Europe and around the globe right now.
Even in Europe, yeah.
And that is Indonesian kerupuk, you know, the one with a lot of holes, and sometimes it's huge and gigantic.
You can only do it with Indonesian kerupuk, Idris.
Exactly.
And of course, from the food list, we have Baso, it's I think one of the most popular
Indonesian
dishes.
meatballs.
Nasi goreng, as you mentioned.
Right. Indonesian fried rice.
How do you
Nasi
say it?
goreng.
Goreng.
Yeah, that's Indonesian fried rice with fillings to your choice.
Yes, wonderful.
And another destinations in Europe now, another beautiful one. You visited this country last year. That is Switzerland. We are going over to its capital now, Bern, to greet our ambassador of Indonesia to Switzerland now, His Excellency Ngurah Swajaya. A very good afternoon, Bern time, afternoon Jakarta time. Happy Independence Day, Mr. Ambassador.
Merdeka!
Yeah, we are apparently still trying to get connected to His Excellency Ngurah Swajaya, Indonesian ambassador to Switzerland. Now, you were there last year. I was there the year before. What was the thing that struck you the most about Switzerland?
Of course, the view. I think the view is one of the most amazing view I've ever witnessed in my life.
And that was winter time, wasn't it?
It was winter
time. That was winter time.
Yeah.
Right. So let's go over to summertime now in Bern with His Excellency Ngurah Swajaya. Mr. Ambassador, a very good day to you. Can you hear us now?
We're still trying to get connected to
we have to pause
Swiss,
it for now, put
but
it on
we'll
hold.
pause that, yeah. Let's go now to Argentina.
Argentina, one of the finalists for the recent World Cup. And we are greeting our ambassador over in Buenos Aires. We have His Excellency Sulaiman Sharif. A very good day to you, Ambassador Sulaiman. Happy Independence Day.
Merdeka!
Merdeka.
Nice.
Very good morning from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure and a privilege to have you, sir. So what are you wearing today for the Independence Day? You have the kopiah and some sort of Indonesian traditional attire. Can you tell us about it, please?
Yes, indeed. This is the traditional dress that we always wear during our Independence Day. So what do you call it? This is the dress that I always wear where I presented my credentials to the President Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay.
That is the formal attire. Thank you very much for wearing that.
Wow.
Now, what is the celebration like of our independence over in Buenos Aires? So far away from Indonesia and Argentina, Mr. Ambassador, how are our Indonesian diasporas are gathering to celebrate it?
Yes, actually, we will celebrate our Independence Day in the next 4 hours because now 5:30 in the early morning is still dark in Argentina and Buenos Aires. So we have a series of activities, internal and external activities, and also yesterday we have lightened up the buildings, the landmark in Buenos Aires with red and white. We have a series of activities, sport. We have also social activities and many, many other activities in celebrating our Independence Day.
Right.
Sounds exciting.
Sounds very exciting. So how many Indonesians are planned to participate this event today?
So normally around 150 Indonesian communities, diaspora, and also some of our friends of Indonesia and Argentina.
Right. So Independence Day celebrations at embassies, Mr. Ambassador, has always been very integral to providing homecoming experience to satisfy the longing for Indonesian culture, traditions, and more importantly, Indonesian food. We are very curious as to what's our chef at the embassy in Buenos Aires has prepared for the celebration today.
Wow, it's very interesting question. Of course, we will have a nasi tumpeng complete. Right. We will have bakso.
Again.
We will have also what we call it, satay and mie goreng, and of course some also after the racing flag. We will have also some Indonesian snacks like we have kue pukis,
We will have also pastel, and yes, I think this that our community they always waiting for this moment. So because we provide them home cooking, fresh.
Wow, mouth-watering selection of Indonesian food.
That's right. Now, can you also share with us, are there going to be like an Indonesian cultural performance or dances that are going to happen today?
So today we will have what we call it just a simple cultural performance because our thought and pray with our dear brother and sister in Nusa Tenggara. So we will just have very modest cultural performance, but we will have big one on the 29th of September when we will celebrate our National Day reception and also our 70 years of Indonesia-Argentina bilateral relation.
Right. 70 years of our diplomatic ties, you mentioned, Mr. Ambassador. Give us the current illustrations of the landscape of our diplomacy with Argentina in education, in economy and trade, in politics, and maybe in sports and education as well. What are the highlights?
Great. In terms of politics, of course, yeah, in Argentina, we can call it, we are respect multilateralism and then respect international law. We are also support the sovereignty of each country. And in terms of economic, Indonesia is one of the largest Argentina trading partner in Asia. And during the last 2 years, our export to Argentina increased around 4%. In terms of what we call it, education, we have cooperation on the MOU on education. We will have, like last year, we had one Indonesian professor visited Argentina. We also facilitate 4 professors from Argentina to visit Indonesia. We have also many cooperation between university. Every year we provide scholarship for Argentina. And so far we have around 50 alumni of Indonesian scholarship in Argentina. So indeed, it's very interesting, the cooperation and education.
Thank you so much to His Excellency Sulaiman Sharif for your message today, and we wish you all the best.
That's right. We wish you a wonderful celebrations of Independence Day. Please give our love to all Indonesian people over in Argentina. And with that, again, happy Independence Day.
Merdeka!
Thank you so much.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias, they would say it.
Merdeka.
And that was Argentina, Buenos Aires. Let's go back to our postponed destinations. Earlier, one we both have visited is His Excellency Ngurah Swajaya over in Bern, Switzerland at the standby. A very good morning Swiss time to you, Mr. Ambassador. Hello. Happy Independence Day. Now that we can see you, Mr. Ambassador.
We're making sure that
hear us?
His Excellency can hear us.
Right. Apparently, they're still. Oh, we are taken on a tour there.
Preparing
around the room of the embassy in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Well, when we talk about all of these celebrations around the globe, Louisa, there's this one thing that comes to mind. I mean, we both experienced this. Is that the call for getting together and meeting other Indonesian people abroad and celebrating together. And now our country is 81 years old, and it's a huge number. We should only be proud at this point in time, but yet there are challenges that we still need to address. And those people out there bringing names to Indonesia is essentially doing all the work to make good name for our country, don't you?
I know, and it's really, really great to see all these celebrations happening all across the globe. Yeah. It really brings back, you know, like it's really implanting all the traditional memories of Indonesia back to them. All right, so we are going to try one more time. We're going to contact His Excellency Ngurah Swajaya, Ambassador of Indonesia to Swiss. Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
A very good day to you,
Merdeka.
Mr. Ambassador.
Merdeka.
Finally, we are connected. We are very happy to you. I was in Zurich and Davos a couple of years back, and you were in
Zermatt.
In Dermat, and you are in Bern. So we are very happy.
Nice.
Brings a lot of memories back to you.
Good memories.
Yeah,
What's the
beautiful place.
celebration today for independence like in the capital, Mr. Ambassador?
Yeah.
All right, can you share with us what is the Independence Day celebration like all the way in Swiss there, Mr. Ambassador?
Yeah. Well, can you hear me now?
Yes.
We
Loud
can
and clear.
hear and see
Yeah.
you clearly.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, this is of course a very joyous moment for all Indonesians who live here in Switzerland and Liechtenstein. They came all the way from different cities to Bern to celebrate together our Independence Day. And I think this is also the first time after months and also weeks of very hot weather, we have rain this morning. So that was the reason why we are celebrating indoor together with the Indonesians who live here in Switzerland and also in Liechtenstein. They are very happy. It's a joyous moment for all of us, and we are very grateful. And of course, they are all sending their wishes to all of our friends, our families back in Indonesia. Happy Independence Day 2026.
Right. Mr. Ambassador, 81 years of the Republic of Indonesia. What is your deepest hope and expectations and important message for everyone within the Republic and around the globe bearing the name of Indonesia?
Well, of course, I see the pride of all of the faces of Indonesians when they are, when we are raising the flag. And I think this is symbolizes their love to their country, their love to the nations, and their love to their motherland. I think this is an amazing moment for all of us. And now, as we are speaking now, I think our friends, the Indonesians who live here in Switzerland, are also, celebrating by doing some games outside. The rain is stopped now, and of course, we would like, to celebrate this together with all of the Indonesian diaspora. And also, during our Independence Day celebration this year, we are continuing our tradition, which we started last year. We gave an award to Indonesians, to diaspora, as well as to Swiss, who are supporting the bilateral relations between Indonesia and Switzerland in terms of export promotion, in terms of cultural promotion, in terms of culinary promotion, and also in terms of investment promotion. So we have 5 awardees this year, and one of them is from Switzerland, who is very active in promoting foreign direct investment to Indonesia. So this is again symbolizes how the relation between Indonesia and Switzerland growing from strength to strength. And I would like also to inform our friends in Indonesia, our families in Indonesia, that this year we are also very proud to celebrate the 75th anniversary of bilateral relation between Indonesia and Switzerland. 75 years ago, in November, we opened our embassy here in Bern. So this is also, really a very good opportunity for us in this 81st anniversary of Independence Day of Indonesia. And also we are celebrating the 75th anniversary of the bilateral relation between Indonesia and Switzerland.
It's a double celebration.
It's amazing.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
That is all the time.
You see what I'm wearing here? So this is the pin.
Yeah.
The pin, which is designed by Indonesians. It was a competition held by the Indonesian embassy here in Bern and also Swiss embassy in Jakarta. So we got a winner, which is one of the designers, and I'm very proud wearing it now.
All right, that is
Congratulations.
amazing, amazing thing. Well, that is all the time that we have with you, Mr. Ambassador. It's been such a delight to have you on the program. His Excellency Ngurah Swajaya, Indonesian Ambassador to Switzerland. Thank you very much for making the time.
Thank you so much.
Happy
Next time you are
Independence Day
visiting
again.
Switzerland, you let me know.
Merdeka.
We
We will come and visit.
Merdeka.
Merdeka. Merdeka. Terima
Wow.
kasih.
So that is Indonesia across the globe for you, our audience. We've had such a pleasant show this entire morning, celebrating with all the communities and diasporas, all the Indonesians living overseas. And it's so wonderful to see that they're actually doing the same thing that we're doing here in Indonesia, our home country.
Seeing all the smiles, all the energy,
Enthusiasm.
and the excitement, that is something that we just cannot express in words. And with that, we have to close this particular segment of Indonesia across the globe. But do not go anywhere. Joyous celebrations continue on with our friends Siska Becker and Uli Herdi right after this in just a few moments with more exciting moments of independence celebrations and the lowering of a flag ceremony from the Merdeka Palace. Do not miss on that.
And with that, we close our segment for today. Thank you so much. Happy Independence Day once again. Happy celebrating. And we'll see you again next time on TVRI World. I am Luisa Kusnandar.
And I'm Rahmat Idris. Have a great day of celebration wherever you are. Once again, thank you for watching and
Merdeka!
Merdeka!